Bay. It looked like a game they could actually win.
Yeah.
At one moment, they pulled out the grenade. Everything fell apart for them. So they keep the AKs in their hands. Maybe they got a chance today. But I think FOKUS definitely are the favorites.
Yeah, you agree with that, Anders?
Yeah, I've got them to make the playoffs. I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
let's
I
go.
think they're going to make it through. I actually think they've got what it takes.
All right, well, it's time to find out. Do or die, boys.
All right, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, FOKUS taking on Wildcard. We're still on camera. We'll do a bit of a dance, Anders, as we get ready to move on. Here we go.
It's been a minute, Henry.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, I think this could be a really, really fun game. There might be some really chaotic counter-strike. There might be more mistakes than we're used to because Wildcard really just haven't played that many games with this team. But let's see how this one plays out. It's an early split. Let's see how this is. 4-1. So right now we've got nEMANHA. It's making its way outside while the rest of the team are going to be making their way towards the ramp room. And nobody is currently there. I think FOKUS were stuck in the ramp room right at the beginning, and then when they realized no one showed up, they've now walked away, and now they're hearing the footsteps, and now they're coming back. But this could be dangerous. You're walking in to a bunch of Glocks here on the ramp position, and they're actually going to let it go. I think they don't really want to fight for it. nEMANHA, how does he get it? He spins around again.
Guys?
A second P250 kill.
Sometimes the USP in the back, it can let you down, Anders. It can happen. It's a real shame. And now we've got a 5 versus 3. Wildcard in a prime position. The in-game leader, nEMANHA, setting them up for success here as now Volt will have to lead the charge, making his way down towards his lower bomb site. It's going to be Mateus to open things up. And maybe they've got a slight chance here. 4 versus 3. But time is running thin, and they are running out of players as well. Mateus and Banjo taken care of. Volt, as we mentioned, that Gamer Legion DNA is showing through, but it's going to be peeping to close things out there. Bit of a weird one. They had all the advantages there on the CT side. A missed shot on the back. There's nEMANHA get a double kill and a Wildcard pistol in the bag.
If you want to say something positive about that round, is they actually identified perfectly what was going on. They knew when there were 4 people in the ramp that there had to be someone lurking outside, so they actually went to find nEMANHA to isolate him. Like tactically, the play for FOKUS makes a lot of sense because they had read the incoming T push perfectly. They just didn't find the kills. That is an important part of the game. Many people have said.
It's one of the parts of the game.
Definitely one of the parts of the game.
So we've got a force buy. We love these on Nuke.
Why, Henry, though?
Because with Nuke, you have so many tight choke points. If you don't go outside, you choose to go towards Squeaky, Hut, or Ramp, things can get very uncomfortable. And we are setting ourselves up to maybe go towards the aforementioned Ramp. A boost is coming in here as well.
You warned about this yesterday. You say you do this in these kind of rounds, it's a bit more obvious. People might check it.
These sort of rounds, yes, but it's all about the chaos that Volt can present. If he's able to find a couple of kills, they will overlook it.
Yeah, well, they're throwing a lot of grenades at him, trying to get around the corner. That's chaos. He's found the kills. He's done some damage. Jorko's been revealed, but still not bad. Like, it's a force-up. You trade 2 for 2, and now CTR comes in. Feds under the kill. They keep trading back and forth, and suddenly we're in a 1 versus 2. MHL low enough that he could die very fast here, but he's going to get the kill. And now we got 50 seconds left for this 1v1. Mateus, he's down to the B bomb site, but the problem here is MHL has no idea what's happening. He doesn't know where he is at all.
Well, he can pump the brakes, slow things right down. 52 HP. Mateus. Bear in mind, Anders, just with the Deagle, no utility.
Yeah. Does have body armor and helmet.
He does have Kevlar.
Which, against the Galil, you never know, could be that crucial difference.
It depends. Does he dare go down the vents, or does he maintain his focus towards his upper bomb site? So we'll be going towards the latter. Bomb to be planted, that's for sure. He throws a Molotov. Start sneaking up the vents. There we go. Advantage Mateus.
Yeah, but he had to throw the Molotov. There was no other way out. He's crept around. He's just dodged around.
Nice positioning, though. MHL's done very well here. I think he wins.
Yeah, Mateus could think that he's gone into Hut as well. Like, he's not the other way. Yeah, he might just be... Oh, he's actually going to check it. That's crazy.
Wow.
Very nice work. That's an easy position to overlook.
Yeah, I don't think you check that in a million years, but he gets away with it, and it will be Mateus coming out on top. Very patient there towards the vents. A chaotic round, but it will be FOKUS bouncing back there on the second round. Force by. We talked about the ramp, Anders, the tightest choke point on the map. Yeah. Chaos always ensues when you head towards that position. Volt did more than enough to do enough damage. They set up a couple of kills. They've got a 3 versus 3 at this stage. You can see that's the chaos we're talking about. Setting up that 5-7 does a bit more damage, and then that's when the lobby crunch comes through as well. Yeah. ZTR managed to get 1. MHL fighting for his life, but yeah, the test well read. I didn't think he'd ever check that. You would assume he's gone towards the hub. And now it's a force buy in response. Wildcard, what have you got for us? Apparently an opening kill. It's going to be nEMANHA, in-game leader, finding that opener.
Spray on through the smoke as well. So a fair bit of damage to CTR. You're going to be careful. He's back inside of the bomb site now.
Bear in mind, it's in-game leader with the AK as well.
Yeah, he's taking it on his own shoulders to try and do some
After
work
that P250 sequence, I don't mind it.
Yeah, he looked hot out the gate, didn't he?
Oh,
unfortunately, no one's checking that. nEMANHA gone down. Banyo, one of the players, probably the player to watch on this FOKUS team. Keep your eyes on him. And he is for real from Finland, by the way.
Part of the Finnish super team, perhaps? With extra person.
Although I've said for many years, Poland kind of is the Finland of Central Europe.
Okay,
So
yeah, that's fair.
I'll give that one to Richard. I think it's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, there we have it. FOKUS will find the 2-1. It was an open kill from nEMANHA, but not quite enough there. ZTR steps up for FOKUS. Should be 3-1 all day long. Oh. Kind of
I heard low HP, bro.
negative vibes
Yeah.
for Wildcard.
Wait, how's he done that? It's like a bottle flip over the flashbang. Didn't even know that was possible.
I did know it was possible, but I am still impressed. But yeah.
It's the most exciting thing that's happened to me today, Henry. I'll tell you that much.
Well, it's early in the morning. Maybe the day will get better, Anders. Who knows?
Yeah, well,
But he was low HP, guys.
he was.
I don't know if that's useful information. Getting into that after the round's already over.
Would have been good information before in the round.
Sure.
Earlier.
I feel
You're right.
like bringing that up is not going to create a positive environment.
Yeah, I understand what you. I
Like, we talk about that post-game.
Yeah, we'll bring it up later. Shadow showing, CTR, he's registered his mind, he's not really too worried about it. They are going to be jumping around from every angle. Okay, he's jumping in return. Got some nice kills coming out with the MP9. And the round is over very quickly. We'll take it. We don't want, we want to go back to the AKs, which we're going to get right now from Wildcard. Again, I think it's worth pointing out this team has played so few games with nEMANHA. Currently, their most played map is Nuke, which they played 4 times, 75% win rate. That's really good. Their second most played map is Inferno, which they played 3 times, and they've won it 0 times. So just in general, their map pool is almost non-existent. It is a really tough break here for Wildcard. And they didn't know they were going to be at the tournament either, right? They only got in...
They were the wild card.
They were the Wildcard, yeah.
That was your joke yesterday. I didn't even get it.
I'm glad we've arrived now, Henry. It's because it was such a intelligent joke that it just takes a while. Like,
It was layered.
it's a real slow burner.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the best I could cook up, tragically. So
Well, let's see whether Wildcard can start to cook here as well. After winning the pistol, it's not been too good for them. We are going to see full buy, though. I say full buy. nEMANHA actually got the MAC-10 by virtue of him purchasing that Hero AK previously. We've got some Molotovs being delivered towards upper. ZTRs look pretty solid in this bomb site, and oh my god, through they go, and it has not gone well at all. His upper execution, sure, you might have given it a good go, but you've not even made a dent, really.
it was cool, the idea of Molotoving the rafters and the hut, but when no CTs are playing there, they don't have to move. Like, the benefit of throwing those Molotovs is if the CTs are running out of the fire while you're running in with flashbangs, it's a pretty good bet that you can win some fights there. But if they're not actually in those positions, yes, the flashbangs still work, but as we can tell, not enough to shut down Banyo. He is back 6-2 right now. He is definitely their highest rated player. Quite an exciting character. We're getting a lot of them these days that are coming up from the lower levels.
We might need a few of them, considering how some of the top teams are unraveling at the seams.
Anyone in particular you're thinking about?
No, no one in particular,
Okay.
but
All right.
you can have a think about it.
All right. I might piece it together myself,
Yeah.
actually.
It feels like some of the teams at the very top might have to be reconsidering their lineups. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's very diplomatic of you, Henry, not
Yeah.
to be shaming anybody. I appreciate that. You know,
No shame.
You are a gentleman, if nothing else, you know.
Thank you so much. Timeout, though. A much-needed one. Things aren't looking too great here. Wildcard, after winning like a pistol they probably shouldn't have won. I say that with bated breath. Like, it was a very nice sequence from nEMANHA, but it was a player who was shooting him in the back. He got a 180 P50 kill.
Yeah.
180 again, got another one. Really impressive stuff. but like in the grand scheme of things, you shouldn't be winning that round.
I think, unfortunately, that's actually a really good point, right?
Yeah.
That they have one round that's based off that play. It really does boil down.
It was a
to
great
that.
play,
It was
but
great.
like you can't really sustain that level. Like those 180 kills aren't going to keep coming. So
No.
Wildcard picked Nuke, and they are being outclassed.
They did.
In every single facet of the game so far. I've not seen much to convince me otherwise, but we're at very early stages here. Have they gone for a force buy?
Yes, they have.
They've gone for, okay, so this will be some sort of crazy set piece. nEMANHA, we set the vibes, didn't look great over there. So this will be like an upper rush, and it looks to be the case. Let's hope they can make a bit of a dent here.
Fanio on top of the hut.
Okay, that's the kill they needed.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Wreck goes down, but CTR was hiding in the smoke the whole time, and now spraying through from Mini.
Getting somewhere here.
It's a little bit dangerous, but at least they're on the sites trying to pick up the bomb here. CTR comes back for it.
Hell.
Now it's on the ground again. nEMANHA and Wreck kind of boxed in here. CTR's just doing so much work. He's found 3 kills in the round. How's he done this? Back for a 4th. He's relentless.
Yeah, he's looking very comfortable out there. Rolling back the years, Anders.
I think CTR is a bit of an underrated figure in the Swedish scene.
Okay.
I don't know why he's...
Or the Finnish scene?
Or the Finnish scene.
Yeah, whatever. Whichever one.
But they do have Finland and Sweden. They do have this weird crossover at the border. Like up north, you go up, you can't tell who's who. Like
I didn't know that.
They all speak both Swedish and Finnish. It's crazy up there.
I'm sorry. This is like quite nice from ZTR, but Wildcard looked lost. They looked lost. I'm sorry.
I didn't want to be the one to say it.
They have no idea like where they're being pushed from, why they're forced buying that round. I couldn't really tell you. Wasn't worth it. Like, we're round 7. We've barely even had a full gun round yet. Like, there's been Mac 10s and Galils in every gun round they brought out. Force buys where you're just rushing up, where you haven't really found any sort of weakness there. If anything, it's been very strong for FOKUS. We're going towards a ramp. Don't mind this. It's a partial buy now. We've got a Mac 10. nEMANHA, the in-game leader. AK again. Hero just taken down. Volt, sorry, can just drop down, confirm they've got ramp. Yep, like we always say, it's not a bomb site. Doesn't really do too much for you, I'm afraid. And now you've got no grenades. So that was your play. That Hero AK into ramp.
That was it. No plan B, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You have to try and find some...
Just gotta slow it down and hope that someone can get a pick.
Yeah. Hasn't happened yet. Peeping is there on the other side. Desk talking about how he's playing some different roles. Maybe less of a star position for him at the moment. See how that affects his mental. Yeah, I guess Hexed coming in. You'd assume he's like the star player of this squad at this point. Okay, Volt, a little bit over-ambitious with that play. Unnecessary, I would say, considering he had the opening kill. And now you've let them in. That's a great shot from Wreck. Credit where it's due. That was really cool. Just pre-aiming that one before he even turns the corner. Might have a round here. They might, in fact, have a round. I wonder if we can get the replay from Wreck's point of view. I'd love to see that. Hext, waiting. Oh, Mateo shows up. He got both the headshots. Don't let it fall away now. Wildcard, this is your chance to really build something. Jorko's going to land that. Little flick onto Wreck. And now it's MHL already taking a little bit of something here. Grenades landing on top of him, and he's forced out. Banyo to find him. And the defuse is going to be in. Okay, well, that was their best chance. Yeah, I have to say, Volt trying to hunt for a bit of information there, made things a bit uncomfortable. He did very well on the first kill, but posting himself up to try and get some information almost gave the round over. But generally speaking, very nice retake. FOKUS goes 6-1 here on their opponent's map pick. Wildcard seem a bit frustrated. They have got a full buy, though. I can confirm that after the partial. This was a lovely shot from Volt. Yeah. When you know, though, when you've got that sort of advantage, yeah, that sort of reposition, yeah, the re-aggro of the ramp, it's very difficult to do. Like, if it's clear, great information. You go down, though, you can see that was almost a bit of a disaster, but generally speaking, they're okay. Got the AWP from HL now. Oh, we've seen some grenade tech here. Double nade on top of the silo. No one home. And even one inside of the bomb site. 3 grenades. No one was there. That undercuts the excitement by a little bit, but nonetheless, Hext has taken damage early on, though. He's already down to 13 health. They set up another smoke wall. This particular wall, Henry, this double wall in front of Mini, up until recently, the only team in the world I could find doing this particular lineup was FaZe. And I think I even had some tweets about it. I was asking, like, how come nobody else is doing this? But for a good, like, couple of months, FaZe is the only team that did this. And now other teams are picking it up. It's kind of interesting.
It's very interesting. FaZe might be here today. Might being the operative word. We're not sure if they're going to turn up.
Yeah, we heard there's a lot of rumors going around all the time now. I can't tell what's what anymore, so I just try not to start.
I don't have any inside info. All I know is they might be here.
I heard there were rented bicycles.
There's like,
and that's how they would get here.
I guess like there is a way they get here. Whether they'll make it is yet to be seen. That's exciting though. Well, that's going to be on the B stream, so we'll have to keep track of that. For now though, FOKUS looking comfortable once again. We've got Hex, very low HP. Nice work from MHL, but takes a lot of damage on route. It's going to be a 3 versus 3. Advantage FOKUS though, and it's all about this Heaven backstab. Oh, and Hex has got it.
He's holding 3 positions at once. That seems very chaotic. There's still very little help on that T side though. You've got to be careful here. Jorko lands the shot of the Hex.
There's no time.
Oh, he found it. You're absolutely right, Henry. Time was running out. He couldn't have planted the bomb there. He finds the headshot instead.
God. It doesn't get closer than that. Unlucky for FOKUS, I suppose. Nice backstab coming in from Hex towards the Heavens. Definitely not a comfortable round. So the 2 rounds they've won is that crazy pistol from nEMANHA with the kind of a 180 flicks, and then the spray through the smoke when he had 0 chance to plant the bomb. Wildcard are on borrowed time right now. Outside smoke's being deployed early.
Oh.
Missed Molotov from someone.
More fireworks than anything else.
Yeah, nice to look at.
Celebrating early, perhaps, as we're still only in the first half of the series. I would really like to see Wildcard as a missed smoke as well. It's a good catch from the observers here. That's in fact completely right. You want to see that drop down and waterfall off the side. I'd love to see Wildcard pick up another round here. Like, try and make it more competitive game. This is the map that if they're going to do anything in the series, it'll be on this map.
You did say that.
That's important. Great grenade tech, that Molotov falling back down, but CTR, he's hanging on the door to dodge the Molotov on the hut. It's a very cheeky way to play it. Banjo is ready. See if he can get one more kill.
Nice wallbang.
Wallbanged out. Wreck. He showed up. He's had some really cool kills in this series so far. Got the opening earlier down below.
2 players have gone down towards lower, which is great, but it's the bomb that needs to join them. But we do have Volt here. Well read, the Ram player.
Yeah.
We're going to shut this one down. There's the first, and now repositioning. Here come his teammates. It's MHL, the worst weapon for the job, really. 2 versus 1. You need to try and plant that bomb. AWP in hand, and Volt just plays it perfectly. A very capable player. Good to see him back on his feet in a decent team.
Pretty rough.
And that was looking good. That was Wildcard, another upper execution. A little bit sloppy, a little bit 1-by-1-ish, and then they had to make the mid-round call to get down the vents, and there's the bomb that had to go down last, and yeah.
Probably the kind of round that builds some frustration too, because Rek does get 3 kills to open the round with. Like, you'd think, that's it, we're pretty much home safe. But no. Instead, Volt, like you said, rotating down below, read it quite a bit ahead of time, and they just weren't prepared for him being there. Cuban. What a legend. He's been around for a very long time. He's doing talking in the background.
Had some good runs. Even as of late, taking some young teams all the way to quarterfinals of majors. Paris 2023, most notably.
Yeah, you know, he's dedicated himself to the craft of coaching.
Yeah. And at this point, this is a great lineup for him.
I think it is, yeah.
See whether he can get the most out of this plucky squad. And they're looking quite good right now. Wildcard, you can see that they've definitely got their struggles. nEMANHA is having to do a lot. He's always one of the hero rifles, and maybe for good reason, gets that nice opener, but they keep trying to do this upper bomb side of thing over and over. Trying to execute into this area. We've got 3 CTs coming in from the heavens. Looking to cause a ruckus here. They're not going to even allow them to try and plant. This is a great retake. Really nice counter-strike. Don't give them a moment to breathe. Stifle them.
Tell you this about FOKUS, right? They lost to PVISION in this tournament.
But it was an overtime, right? It
was on overtime on Inferno. That was 16-14. More importantly, on Dust 2, which is FOKUS' worst map that they actually play. They don't play Anubis.
Yep.
It was still 13-9. They got close. But overtime on Inferno, and I'll tell you what. PVISION almost beat Vitality on Inferno recently.
Yeah. Yep.
So by extension, by logic, FOKUS almost beat Vitality.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree.
Logic, you know.
The money, though, for Wildcard, the economy management has been pretty woeful. The amount of rounds now...
That's fair.
We've seen with hero AKs that have not really paid off, and then you have to come in with Galils across the board. You're just desperate now. This is your pick.
It's a desperate team, Henry.
It's quite desperate right now. They are getting schooled by FOKUS. They look way too comfortable defending that upper bomb. So that's all they really seem to be bringing to the table is the upper execution time and time again, which is fine if you're pulling it off and you're finding the wins and you've got momentum on your side of the server. Sure. Mateus playing in front of the... Yeah, but you think he'd fall back off it. That's the problem. He's actually done very well to play in front of it. I don't think they'll assume he's actually at the top of Secret. Aggro being taken towards the garage side as well, and that's what I mean.
Right. But that's a great detail. I think you're absolutely right. Like, yeah, they probably thought he fell back, even if they did hear it. Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, we got a nice little jumping Mac 10 kill there. A chance, I suppose.
They'd love to pick up that AWP instead, especially when keeping low on health. But
nice work from ZTR. Just falling back there, not getting too greedy, getting the kill, guaranteeing the round. If he goes down there, a 3v1, it's possible for MHL, right? A 4v1, though,
sure. 30
seconds, you ain't winning this. Let's look at the loss bonus situation. As they get $3,400 into the next round, it'll be Galils again. Galils, AKs, and Tech 9.
That's so many rounds, though.
Yeah, they've had like maybe 1 or 2 gun rounds here. They are out of their depth.
Which, coming in on a wild card.
And they won the pistol, by the way.
And they won the pistol, that's a good point. Like, coming into the tournament they did, surely the point here is to get some real LAN experience and to kind of like, but that's also why it's a little bit annoying to see them be so frustrated, because in a way, this is just like the best kind of practice you can get for Wildcard, to kind of test everything out. Nobody really expects anything of you.
That's fair.
Like, they should be playing much more relaxed in some sense. Like, I don't want to see them bickering at all.
Another round, we have Galils.
It's another round, yes.
I think we've had maybe 2 gun rounds, and I think I'm being generous there for Wildcard here in this first half. Depends what your definition is of a full buy, but I would say we've had 2.
We said some part of the game is about shooting people. The other part is about economy to some extent.
Upper execution again. Is it going to work out this time, Anders? I don't think so.
CTR's been a demon defending this bomb site, along with Banjo, of course.
It's been just the same thing. Just get to lobby, set up the upper execution, and hopefully make it through. It just hasn't really looked like it's ever going to work. And that's half.
Wow.
10-2. And this is one of the maps you just want to forget, unfortunately. You win the pistol and you win 1 scrappy follow-up round. FOKUS, let's look at the positives. They look very good. Honestly,
yes.
Like good Counter-Strike, good fundamentals, individuals looking very strong. Shout out to ZTR as well, in-game leader, 15-8, top fragging. Great to see him bouncing back as well. Like we said, Gamer Legion DNA here with him and Volt in the team. Yeah, this is looking too comfortable, though. We heard some of the comms from Wildcard. They're frustrated. I don't think they're prepared for this level of competition.
No.
Understandably so.
That's the thing. Like, we can understand why that's the case.
Yep. Not trying to give them a hard time or beat them up or anything, but the proof is in the pudding, as it were.
Yeah, FOKUS are already beating them up, so we don't need don't need that. Don't need that. The good news, Henry, is Inferno as a second map is the second most played map for Wildcard.
Okay.
They haven't won it yet, but they play it.
Caveat, they haven't won it yet.
But they do play it.
Okay, let's be open-minded for the second half. Let's see whether they can win another pistol here, get both in the bag. They will be on the CT side. If ever there was a map for a comeback, it would be Nuke. CT side, and we'll see whether they can pick this one up. 10-2, though, doesn't feel great.
It really
it's just the way it went down as well. Like, every single facet of the game, specifically the economy management, was not looking good.
But it's a good catch-up with those of us who maybe haven't seen too much of FOKUS sort of, in person, haven't got the chance to really, see them play a lot, here and there. But again, they're a brand new team. Okay, Banjo and Mateos, they open up the bidding on the second half pistol.
Hang on, peeping.
Got the dualies.
There is a chance. He only gets 1, though.
Oh, yeah.
Now they'll be aware.
wanted to... Oh, that's the bomb as well, slipping away. There's nobody on the A-bomb side.
There's 3 CTs lower. Oh,
That's a crazy call.
really good call, though.
That's not bad at all. I said I thought they would make the playoffs, Henry.
Who FOKUS?
Yes.
And after seeing this, I've never watched them before, I'll be honest. And yeah, they look like a well-rounded squad. Like, in terms of star power, not many names that are leaping off the page, but I've heard a lot about Banjo, for example. Yeah. I know ZTR and Volta, safe pair of hands. Mateus seems to be very good at 16 and 5. See if Hex can do anything on this retake. They've got a lot of work to do and not much HP to do it with. Convincing victory, and there we have it. That's going to be pretty much GG, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't really follow their trajectory from the start. I had people telling me about them, and I thought, well, I just haven't seen anything yet. But I went and did somewhat of a deep dive before this tournament, because there were like a couple of teams that I felt like I didn't know a lot about. Voca was one of them. FOKUS was another one that I just felt like I didn't really sort of have any grasp of. And when I went to look at FOKUS, and I spent like 3 or 4 hours looking into some of their games and whatever else you do to prepare for a game. And I must say, I was very convinced when I saw that. Like, before the tournament started, I thought, you know what, I actually think they can do it.
Well, let's see how good they are handling these 4 spies. These are some of the hardest rounds to win in CS2. It takes a lot of discipline, takes good teamwork. You have to treat it like a gun round. You can't give too much away. You can't be lackadaisical in your approach. And I'm not seeing any of that. I'm seeing very efficient, very disciplined play.
Yeah.
Using this wall of smokes to get 3 players down towards Secret. Nice area to go. It's very unlikely they stack the lower bomb site. As I say that, though, Anders, we do have 2 players down towards lower bomb site.
There are a couple of people here, you're right.
But as long as you trade out effectively and provide correct fundamentals, you should be okay.
I like this setup from Hexton peeping. I mean, the idea is there for it. You do need to stay alive here, X. He's going to do it down so quickly.
Thing is, okay, really perfect play.
Yeah.
You get that first kill, you send the MAC-10 in next as the cannon fodder, the sacrificial lamb, and it's honestly perfect.
Would it be fair to say that the difficulty of keeping focus in these kind of rounds when you're up against is compounded by the fact that you're winning so much? Like, surely the temptation
Absolutely,
is there, like...
and they play this round to perfection.
Yeah.
And I don't use that word often.
You really don't.
Normally quite critical, as we all know. But that is exactly how you play against this sort of round. And even though we walked into the stack down towards lower, you clear those choke points very, very effectively in terms of the Counter-Strike fundamentals that we discussed before. Doesn't get much better than that. Get the first kill. You don't just assume it's clear. You send the MAC-10 round first, and then you set it yourself up. Even if he goes down, there's a perfect trade. And him jumping around the corner as well guarantees that CT player that could be there only gets 1 kill.
Yeah. That's very cool. I guess for those of us who aren't part of the, you know, we're not part of the FOKUS team meetings, we don't know, we can only derive what the culture might be like from watching them play. This is the kind of round where you say, well, the culture looks like a team that understands these fundamentals.
Yeah, this is up against a pretty weak wild card from what we've seen, but they're not giving anything away. They are not disrespecting their opponent.
Yeah.
They're playing every round, fully locked in, and that's what I want to focus on right now. Like, wildcard, new roster, like we said yesterday, nEMANHA hadn't even played Mirage with them when they played against Bait. It was the first showing. So not trying to beat up on them too bad. Well, the FOKUS, I'm excited about. You told me coming in here today that this was a team to be interested in, look out for. They're going to make the playoffs. I wasn't really buying it when I saw the lineup on paper, but watching this,
more convincing.
This is looking very impressive.
The thing about having that kind of discipline too, right? Like, almost by the definition of the word, you can't really just have like selective discipline. It doesn't work like that. So if you're going to be a FOKUS team that doesn't throw away rounds, that stays, you know, on point, you got to do it all the time. And it's FOKUS calling a timeout now as well, because as Henry G always says, round number 13, the hardest round in the world to pick up. This is where the FOKUS, for lack of a better word, could drop off. Nice. Yeah, reminding everybody.
Bringing in the coach. Making sure everyone's on board. Like, we haven't won this game yet.
Yeah.
Let's make this one easy. Let's not let them back into it. We always talk about the idea of us getting, let's get up to 5 or 6 rounds, even though the game's over. Let's get warmed up and brush this one off. No, leave them stewing. Let's close it out now. Let's bring the best strategy we have to close out this game right here.
It's a good mentality. I like it. Let's see if they actually can do it. They've got the MAC-10 of the UMP, so kind of still a bonus situation for them in many ways. But yeah, taking the time out. checking the ramp early. They were going to get countered with smokes there again. We've got a double setup down below from Wildcard, who, honestly, in terms of the weapons, everything else, kind of a desperate situation. I don't mind that they're trying to do something like this. Double push with the MP9, and they've got nEMANHA in the garage as well. Oh, they do this as well? I think we saw this earlier as well, maybe yesterday. Set up here. Could be very hard to read. See if it pays off. For now,
this is going to be the lowest split from what I can see. We're heading towards the ramp.
Okay.
We've got 2 players towards outside. They've already presented a wall of smokes, trying to bait out any potential grenades and anyone spamming through. But here comes a response. Okay, quite a nasty one. But like we said, this is all a bit of a ruse. They can call in towards upper if they want to. Knowing there's players towards Secret now, you can just go in towards the upper bomb site. Wow. Exactly what they've done. This is really nice, Anders. Loving this. Nice shot from nEMANHA. He's actually been one of the only players that's really turned up today, but no helmet. And that should be GG. Should be.
I like the fact that you said that, like, they change it from the lower split into an upper in no time flat. That also says something about the calling on FOKUS, right?
Well, we've already seen them stack lower a couple of times. The fact there was 2 players towards Secret, it suggests there's some antics going on down there. Let's get in towards upper. It won't be a usual setup.
Just a clinical performance from this FOKUS team.
Really nice. Yeah.
1 kill away
I want that to be the focus, again,
That's
pardon
nice.
the pun, of this game, that this team is actually looking rock solid.
Yeah. If Big ever play FOKUS, we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
Going to get completely wrecked. Just like Wreck, he goes down. It's a 13-2 victory. FOKUS looking very sharp.
Yes, less forward focus and more high-performance sports vehicle. Wildcard just never at the races in that one.
I mean, I said it earlier, Rich. The fact that Nuke was picked by them looked like a desperation play. And if you look at that map, it was desperation play indeed. That T side seemed...
FaZe, unfortunately, think it's not really worked out so well for them here, Henry.
Not so much. Not so much. Wildcard right now... I don't know. It feels like they're not ready for this level of competition, which is understandable. New roster. We heard in the interview there.
Yes.
Hexted is trying to get some experience. We're not trying to beat up on them too bad, but that first showing, their map pick, it was pretty woeful. In terms of head-to-head combat, it felt like FOKUS had them beat in every single round. We now move on to Inferno. Picked by FOKUS. I would expect more of the same, but I'm hoping for at least a more competitive game. It looks like 2-0 all day long. FOKUS look very well drilled. They look hungry, and they look very skilled as well. But the individuals of Wildcard, they can still show up here. They said in the interview they're looking for 3 wins. Not sure that's going to be happening, I'll be honest with you. But let's hope for a good game, Anders.
Well, honestly, you brought up some good points on Nuke, right? The economy for the T side there was really bad. If they can just have a couple, like, if you win the pistol round and the following 2 rounds, you're already in a more interesting position. Like it can,
you'll have the same amount of rounds you got in the first one.
Exactly. So just get there. Rec was shooting really hard. nEMANHA had some good rounds. Like they had a couple of players that were doing some work. So I'm not going to rule it out here. Rec is back. He's getting that opening onto Jocko. He wants a bit more. Doesn't realize someone's in the smoke to his right. So that's dangerous. And he doesn't have a teammate there actually either. So yeah, Mateos has walked through. Tactically, a massive advantage right now for FOKUS. You would probably, we definitely would exchange losing a player early on for this kind of an advantage. Look at the positions. Now, nEMANHA, he's actually watching for it. Or he was. I think he might have been asleep watching that. It's so funny. It looked like he was covering that angle, but he obviously wasn't. Not at all. MHL, he's at the back now going down, and even if they lose the opening, they bring it back. They get the bomb planted, and now they're a man up in the after plant. So everything is worked out. Great work for Mateos. He has shown up in a massive way here today. Rec and Hexed, they're going to try and see if they could do this retake. Which doesn't look like it'll be easy. Dooley's coming for it. He's found 2 kills so far. They don't have a kit either. And I don't see one on the bomb site. Volts will get the headshot. Rec's going to go down to Banjo. And in spite of the opening, it wasn't enough. I'd love to see nEMANHA. So it looks so funny. He's at the fountain, dipping his toes in.
Oh, it's a bit of a shame. It looked so good there for a second. Rec, like you said, opening kill. 3 in total there. We know this team likes a force buy, but we'll see if FOKUS and their great fundamentals on these sort of anti-ecos will prevail.
Do you think for nEMANHA, when he sees this peak coming, he just thinks it's a CT? Like he just know what he's just...
It's really unfortunate. Like you said, the fact that Rec got that first kill and a player already snuck through the smoke, that is unlucky. Like it's just very unfortunate timing.
Yeah.
It's not like they did anything fundamentally wrong there.
No,
but,
not
They just got a bit unfortunate, but let's see if they can bounce back. As mentioned, it is going to be the force bite here in the second round. Inferno, this can always be difficult to handle. One-for-one duel, though, doesn't really do too much for the CT side. They have got a bit of a B stack going on with 3 remaining players on this side of the map. We have Hexed patrolling, flashed over, and yeah, 1 by 1. Flashbang was good. Good enough, though. It's going to be nEMANHA, who always seems to have the rifles here. You don't see that too often as the in-game leader. But now he's given up the fact he's got the M4. That's your cue, Anders. You just disappear. You get the hell out of there. But that's maybe what they want you to think.
Yeah, he's sticking around. Backup not really there. He's coming back for more. So dangerous. You don't have the head armor. He's going to go down. Honestly, I don't really hate this round from Wildcard. I don't even hate the fact that they were flashing their way for the smoke. I think it's very... Oh, wreck! Giving us a taste of the real old times. I don't know where Happy is these days, but, you know... Got a little throwback there for a minute.
Oh,
Banjo's
wow.
going to find it. No, I don't
This is crazy
know what's
round.
happening any longer.
Okay, nice positioning from Hex, though, but the problem is getting into that smoke, getting in towards the coffins. He knows exactly where he is, but when the smoke dissipates, all of a sudden things get a little bit weird.
No helmet for Hext.
He knows he hasn't got a kit. He doesn't need to panic yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. Even has the grenade to really check it. If he was panicking, he won't be any longer. Has to go for the full 10-second defuse. So unlikely this is going to work out. But honestly, Banjo taking his sweet time with this one, trying to get through it. Oh, he came off it. I don't think there's going to be enough time, is there? Maybe?
Just about.
Oh, if he can. That'd be such a gift to Wildcard. They're getting close with it. Okay, that is about as close as you can get.
Yeah, they managed to get it. It's not a clean, comfortable round, but it comes down to milliseconds there. Yeah, just about picking it up. It is going to be Wildcard winning the round. Fair play to him. It took a ridiculous sequence from that Desert Eagle. Didn't look like they were going to win that round at all. Wrecked with the Eagle, though, sets him up. There were a couple of disgusting kills in that round. Even the MAC-10 through the smoke as well. Wreck, though, again, whether this is sustainable, I'm not so sure. Wasn't even aiming at him. That's what I'm talking about.
That was the recoil.
Yeah. And then Hex gets away with it. Milliseconds to spare, but not out of the woods by a long shot. Okay. Aggressive towards Banana, but that's just what they needed. A bit of luck, you know? Up against a force themselves. A couple of AKs here. Wildcard have to convert this if we get a standard chance. They did not look ready for this level of competition in the previous map. Now on their opponent's map pick, but we'll see what kind of setup we're looking at here. Full banana control for Wildcard.
They're quite good focus on the T side of this map. They actually win most of the rounds on the T side these days. So don't underestimate them here, even with low economy. They've got a 4 versus 5 conversion rate of about 46%.
Okay.
Even if they lose the opening pick here, FOKUS, they still play really well on the T side. Like, they know what they're doing. Oops. Failed grenade into a perfect headshot.
Not the star they were looking for, but still with somewhat of an advantage in terms of the firepower overall. We are going to be setting up flashes here, courtesy of Jorko. It's all down to P-Bing.
Oh, they don't know that he's there. He's got a chance here. No one's looking for him. That's awesome. And nEMANHA coming in from the other side. The timing could not have been better.
Oh, the one position they don't check, and it costs them the round. That is the first real fumble we've seen from FOKUS. They've looked so clean, so concise, but
don't lose it now.
All of a sudden, there is a chance. He's got a smoke for spawn as well. 2 versus 1. He can isolate these duels, Anders. There is a real world he picks this one up. This kill decides the round.
You're absolutely right. Oh, Hexed.
Well read.
Waiting. So patient. Yeah, that actually is really well read. Okay. Yeah, you said it. One mistake, and that's all it takes. And credit to Wildcard. Not just the double kill with the MP9, but the fact that nEMANHA was ready from the other side, because that's the follow-up that kills the whole round. Oh,
it's looking so good there. That's a lesson learned there for FOKUS. A mistake they probably won't make again. Overlooking a key area. You got the 5-on-4 advantage. You go towards Banana. And I guess because your teammate ran in there, you assume it's all clear, and then, all hell breaks loose. The fact it even came down to a winnable scenario after that was still impressive, but there's definitely a case to be made you could force buy this again, considering the bomb was planted and he brought it down to a 2v1. They're just going to bring out the Banjo AK-47. He's 4-2 right now, so...
Does that have been Joko dropping it to Banjo, I guess?
By the looks of things, yes.
Okay. Very kind of him. Also shows you how much they believe in Banjo's abilities.
Sure.
I don't think that trust is misplaced, so we'll see. But that's what they have for this round. So a couple of flashbangs maybe to set him off. MHL, though, is a perfect counter for this kind of a play. He's just at the corner. Wreck, though, moves forward into it. So that kind of defeats the AWP on the other side. They still have a 3-man setup at the A-bomb site. They're walking past nEMANHA, but they are really checking the corners now. Like you said, they're probably not going to make a mistake like that again. It's on MHL and Hex inside of the bomb site with a stolen AK. Very fine work for the defense. That puts it back into a 3 versus 3. And they still have about a minute on the clock. So let's see what the mid-rounding is going to be like here for FOKUS. As they start to make their way to Arch, they can go anywhere. Peeping could be tested here. He started to feel that too. Oh, he's not even looking as he crosses the road. That's what you're supposed to do, Henry.
You've got to look both ways, Anders, famously.
They do say that.
And what was looking like another promising round here for Wildcard has unraveled at the seams. Oh, okay. The round is back on, though. That's a nice pickup, but MHL needs to make a decision here. 14 HP, AWP on the retake. Hex will have to do the heavy lifting here. Up in the 2 versus 2. Nice position from Banjo, looking to get at least one. Should secure the round if he does so. Flashbang's very good. It's going to make a lot of noise, though. Unable to actually punish the flash. Good kill from Hex.
Wow. Well, yeah, it wasn't even the
They've got
flashbang
kits.
that did it. Yeah, they do have kits, you're right. Importantly, Volts. Very common position right here. Low HP on the bomb, and he's going to go down. Hex with another good headshot. Can he get the defuse this time? That's crazy. That's very, very close defuses coming in from Hex on both times. But Wildcard are answering back. The thing is, though, with that many kills, Henry, surely they're going to force again.
Oh, that wasn't even the force. That was like that was just one AK and a couple of pistols. So yeah, they definitely will have more than enough to purchase here. Wildcard hanging on by a thread. And still commend them for the individual skill there. That was a difficult retake. Low HP, taking down the diffuser, but Hex is stepping up. I consider him to be the star player of this squad, and he is 5-1 right now. This is looking much better. They've already got one more round total than they got on Nuke. Yep. So, promising scenes here.
Some tricky rounds to win as well, but doing good work. Aggressive on the MP9. Does actually make sense. And he got the dink onto Volts. Would have been really cool if David had some follow-up HEs or something to really get rid of him. Nice find from Hex. You said he might be the star. He's pushed through the smoke to find Banjo, who is definitely the star of FOKUS. So that's good news. Back to a 4v4 we go. And MHL back here. Might miss the timing against Mateos, just coming right through. That's a good spray down, but I don't think he even registered. There was a second play. He thought that was it. Hex started the round. We're back in the 3v3 now. Wreck gonna go down, and nEMANHA, USP out. If he ends that shot, the round is secured, but now it's a tough retake. MHL, he keeps the AK here. Almost surprised. He probably could have found, he definitely could have found another weapon over by the bomb site.
USP, he knows he's low.
There's a Molotov on Joko. Saying it now because there are many ways to Molotov this afterplant, even from inside of the church now. He's walked around. Does he know the lineup? It is a bit of a rare thing to do, but you can throw it from inside of here with relative ease now. They open up the window, if you remember, not that long ago. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's going to find him.
You're so right there. If you had that lineup, that's the time to use it.
I'm very angry myself, Henry, that they open up the windows.
Why is that?
Because I had spent countless hours figuring out how to Molotov it from the church without the windows. You could do it even before.
Right.
But then they open it. Now everyone can do it.
That would have been a perfect time to deploy that.
Yes.
1v1, you're low HP. You've managed to slip the net, get in towards the ruins. The bomb's down in the default spot. But yeah, I guess just didn't have the lineup to hand.
I guess at a professional level, there are so many much more important lineups to learn.
Yeah.
That the more mad kind of setups you just don't always have time for.
Yeah, he hears the defuse. When you're low HP as well, you kind of just have to hope it's not the full commitment.
Yeah.
And yeah, that would have been a really nice time to drop that one in, but not going to be the case. Again, though, another 1v1 with the bombs planted. It's like unreal that they are holding on, and it's Hex delivering the goods time and time again. MHL steps up here with the AWP as well. Comes down to that tight 1v1. FOKUS will be getting a little bit frustrated now, but each and every time, Wildcard coming out on top in these clutches. They just need one. FOKUS, that is, and they will break through.
That is probably the conversation they've had on the team right now, isn't it? It's just one round, we're back on top. But you got to give a lot of credit to Wildcard. Like, I was memeing a little bit. I've said they've played this map 3 times. They've won it 0. Again, they're a brand new team, so we're not trying to be unfair to them. They're playing like a team that's putting up some good numbers, some good clutches. Hexed in some of those 1v1 defuse situations. MHL in the last one. Yeah, they're close rounds. But you're getting rounds on the board. Smoke goes up. Going to be a flash out to try and take a bit of a peek here. nEMANHA doesn't commit to it. I don't really hate that at all. I think it's fine.
Well, FOKUS, what have you got for us this time? Tantalizingly close each and every round.
Yeah.
Frustrating starts here on the T side. But as I mentioned, just one round would do it. If you can break through, the money is completely ruined. Smoke's going down towards the library. And indeed the arch.
It's a FAMAS for Hexed as well towards that pit position. It could be done, but last time he had an AK here and it was a little bit more interesting perhaps. See what he could do. Rek trying to get there in time. They know now it's coming. Reinforcements should be going in, but at that range you can see the FAMAS. He just can't really get the job done. MHL, I guess fair play to get the kill, but...
You have to save now.
Yes.
Recover that M4. Which he has done. And get the hell out of there. The money is going to be completely busted now. They will be entering with 0 loss bonus. That's $1,400. So FOKUS finally on the board after winning the pistol. Has been 4 diffusers since. Every single round has come down to a clutch.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Which, like you pointed out, in FOKUS' mind, they're thinking, well, we just keep doing this. Eventually we'll win one of these.
We will break through. They recover the AWP on the T side as well, worth noting, but there it is. It's going to be 4-2. FOKUS should still be comfortable here. I still think they're playing the better brand of CS. It's just coming down to Hexed and the individual clutches coming through. Still, don't take anything away from him in that department. Like, still very impressive what they've done in those 1v1s, 1v2s. But they don't feel like the better team here on Inferno, even though they're up 4-2.
I would agree with that. I like the realism in the pre-game interview. You know, Hex kind of, just basically saying we weren't supposed to be here. Nobody expects anything. If we beat, I think he even said, if we beat anyone, it's an upset. Like any match we win is going to be an upset. So they're not delusional in that sense. They kind of know that this was short warning, but also potentially very rare experience, right, for a team like Wildcard to be able to get here.
Yeah, they're coming to a tier 1 environment and getting to play on these world-class setups and get everyone some experience. Yeah, absolutely.
I want that. Some teams have to play months and months and months online to sort of grind through to be able to do this.
Yeah, well, let's see if they can take this opportunity and run with it, and it's 4-2 right now. We'll see if they can bounce back, as it were, with the force buy on their side of the server. It's going to be those saved M4s, a couple of MP9s, 1 pistol for MHL. Lose this round, you're going to lose a few more. They've got a reservoir of utility over there towards that B bomb site, but not many players. Going to be the one-man hole, but great grenade there from CT Spawn. Does a ton of damage, might dissuade them. nEMANHA doing the heavy lifting, is continuing to find grenades here. He's got another HE available to him as well. So the idea is, that suggests there's multiple players there, of course.
Yeah. Gotta be careful because the frequency of those grenades is almost a little bit too readable. Oh, like this Hex taking it on himself. Mateos getting pushed from every angle. He's going to go down as well. And
nice
Hex
shot.
stolen the Galil. He couldn't quite reload it in time. I think he was in the middle of that. Unfortunately, didn't have it out quite. So nEMANHA, the one-man grenadier over there.
He was doing great work.
Arm's probably hurting at the end of it.
But he will have to make do with the little they have left. $1,900 into the next round. He's got all that util still. Incendiary, HE, M4.
Yeah.
Kevlar.
How do you feel about the idea that when they got the 4-man stack, they decide to push, like they're actually aggressive? Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Right.
You hear them deploying that Molotov from the from the boiler room. As soon as you hear that sound cue, you've got an SMG up close, of course you get stuck in. That's the time to strike. They got the opening kill. It was just some incredible shots coming in from Volt especially. They hit that shot towards the quad side. Not really much you can do about that. You're trying to catch them off guard, and that's the best time to do it. And they're juggling grenades, trying to get that mid control. It was just a really nice sequence from FOKUS in terms of individual mechanical skill. Like, you're not supposed to hit those shots.
All right, well...
Actually thought it was actually quite well done from Wildcard.
Yeah, because they're not playing scared either. I do appreciate that. I guess even on Nuke, it was miserable T-side for them, but they kept trying to do these executes. Like, they never really gave up in that sense. They just got shot down, but they kept coming up with ideas.
The hero rifle once again in the hands of nEMANHA, in-game leader. This time he did save it, to be fair to him.
Sure.
Double stacking towards the apartments. Not a foregone conclusion that you win this round. 1 M4 and a few upgraded pistols could be enough. In this case, though, it's P250s. 3 of them residing towards the apartments.
That's interesting. I feel like it's more rare on Inferno to see P250s than 5.7s.
I mean, the financial situation is just so bad right now.
Okay.
That's the difference. Like, you do need to save the extra $200. P250s 300, 5.7, $500. And they've actually managed to get an opening kill. Banjo goes down. But he does spot a few players there, so next move will be very important. They've got an AK-47 now as well.
They've once again opened up this arch position, and if they can keep going in here...
Should be a B split by the looks of things here.
Yeah, just got to watch their back, I think. They've almost left Jocko alone. Yeah, get with the rest of the... Okay, never mind. He's doing fine on his own. I was going to say, it looks like they've abandoned him for a second. The AK is walking away. Looks like he was getting caught there. But everything is fine. Now they've decided to bail on the B-split. That's Chaos.
Oh, drive-by.
He's back.
Yeah.
He was, I think he ended up top fragging on Nuke, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff. Well, nEMANHA is here again. They're kind of bored.
Gonna have to do more of the same here. Volt's on the hunt, though. An electrifying shot to close things down. As we tie things up, we go 4-4. And Money will be stabilizing here. That was the full eco, as we mentioned. A couple of P250s in the mix. And the reason they don't get the 5.7 is because even still, they have to work with FAMASes now.
Yeah.
Forward.
Says something about how tight the economy is. I'm glad you bring it up. I quite like a P250. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing more precise work.
Yeah, no, it's still a very good. That's why you see it in pistol rounds on the T side so often. It's still a very good pistol. But here we go then, round number 9. A great start Wildcard had after losing the pistol. They're up 4-1. We now go 4-3. And it was all because of the clutches. It wasn't because they were winning convincing rounds. They were getting away with murder in the defuse department. Milliseconds to spare. But this is promising. Mateus goes down early.
How did Peeping burn that low? Maybe my brain just skipped a beat there, but it felt like he was running away pretty quickly and he's down to 3 health. Trying to get out of the fire. Maybe there was an HE that landed. Either way, they get the opening on Mateus. That's good news. Wildcard, they've kind of let FOKUS back into the game. Now would be a good time to see if you could throw them out before things get too rowdy on the first half of Inferno. MHL is here. They've got Hex to cover the middle. So trying to sort of do both at the same time. And they've got Rek on the other side. So potentially quite a good crossfire.
Very
swings
good.
Right afterwards. That's great protocol. He doesn't even think about it.
Okay.
Love to see that.
That's the best round Wildcard have put down so far in this series. Very nice. Good crossfires. Got the opening kill. Hit their shots. Good swings coming through. They take the lead once again, 5-4. Money should be pretty decent, though, for FOKUS. You can see the rebuys coming through. They did purchase an AWP there for a second, changed their mind, and went for the full AK spread. So we'll see whether they want to change up the pace a little bit, Anders. Maybe they want to drop a bit more of a pocket strat here on Inferno. Deep smoke from the CTs towards Banana.
Going second mid quite a bit, so that's what
so this looks like a Palace pop. Palace pop, I keep doing that from Mirage. Apartments pop. You're sending 3 players here, so this was a call out of spawn. Just you can just make that read. But if they buy the AWP at the start, they're planning a default. Go for the AKs, means they've got something up their sleeve, and it's going to be this apartments pop.
There we go. Hex trying to spray them down. That's actually really cool. He does get the shot on the Banyo. He knew what was coming. He's seen the utility. He can put together the rest of the round. He needs some backup, though, more than anything else. They're in the pits. They're up on the railing right now, trying to step close to that closed off graveyard. Hex. Can he actually hold on to it here? He hasn't reloaded yet. He's got 13 bullets. But now he's got Wreck behind him, and the lack of a reload doesn't even hurt him at all. He's still getting the kills. Mateos playing a giant off angle. Nobody's thinking about this anymore because they think of graveyard's closed, but not quite. Can still stand on those steps. Bolt's trying to get closer.
Nice.
Hex, what a champion.
Yeah.
Shutting it down. Is it, what, 4 kills for him?
That's all about Hex all day long. Gets an opening kill, reads it well. Like we said, it was a set piece out of spawn. FOKUS trying to attack those apartments. It's a very common strategy, normally utilized when you have the Tech 9s.
Yeah.
But I don't mind the change of pace there. But Hex getting that fortunate kill, calculated shot through the smoke. Knew what he was up against there, gets a clean headshot. Repositions, doesn't give too much away, finds a gap. Plays for self-preservation there as well. And yeah, it's getting frustrating for FOKUS because I would say I think they're playing the better CS, but they are getting unfortunate. And a lot of these tense and close rounds, especially the clutches. Wildcard now getting online, getting some confidence on the server. Last couple of rounds here. And the money running a bit thin for FOKUS. This is the opening kill. Like I said, that's not lucky. That's like calculated. He knows what he's up against there.
Yeah, it's just displaying a skill of a different kind, which is the skill of reading what's actually happening.
Absolutely true. Hex is playing very well here on Inferno. 15-5.
I'm actually really happy for Wildcard because we were laughing a little bit earlier, but this is a moment in time where they can actually do something in this tournament and kind of walk away and say, you know what, we showed up and we played some of the Counter-Strike that we want to play, which I think was one of the goals for them, is to try to put something together here. And this is the first time that we're seeing that. So
yeah, and FOKUS looking a bit rattled now. 3 Galils. Decent map control, early boiler room clear. Confirming there's no stack there. Smoke down towards the end of the apartments. It's going to be MHL. Easy first kill, no problem there.
Yeah, they've been doing good work of defending, especially that first corner towards the boiler. All kinds of setup here for the CT side. Is exposed if Hex goes down early. But that smoke is up, and they're going to recommit that smoke again. Again, these are some of the basic protocols you want to be doing when defending the A bomb site. MHL, he does miss the shot, but FOKUS have had enough here. Started to fall back. They feel like it's too risky. Maybe it's taken too long, and they worry that there's a bit of reinforcement, which there is. Peeping has walked over since this lurk-in towards the A bomb site started. Once again, nEMANHA is alone. This time he's got no utility on this position, though, Henry. Could be something behind him, but he doesn't have it. Oh. And he's dead.
Well, very nice shot, but MHL will make up for it. AWP firing on all cylinders right now, and Hex has been strong throughout this CT campaign. Finds himself his 16th kill, 4-on-2. Should be a done deal here. No chance for Banjo. Hex just mowing them down. Clean round, great crossfire.
Yeah, we could put some more praise on Hex, right? When MHL misses the second kill that he had the opportunity for, Hex actually repositions to take... He knew that there was going to be a T chasing down MHL as he's reloading the AWP. So again, just great intuition for Hex, or a great read, or whatever you want to call it. But he was holding... Because he was holding the apartments, and as soon as that missed shot happens, he's like, all right, I'll just take a couple of steps to the right and help you out. 17-5. Very cool.
Absolutely killing it. And they've killed their economy as well. You can see the desperation. Even the decoy's been brought out for Jorko, trying to spend every last dollar. And we're picking up the pace. Smokes down quickly. It's going to be another opening kill. Should be able to get the double as well with that 5-7. We are all done here. 4 is all they get. Wow. Wildcard bouncing back. After losing the pistol as well, they get 4 rounds in a row, all of which were clutches. And then towards the end of the game, they really locked in. Hex especially, he finishes the half on 19 kills. MHL Resorb as well, really got going, 13 for him. It's not a done deal they win this map.
Definitely
Their
not.
T-sides were not looking great on Nuke especially. If they win the pistol though, and get a good start, get the conversion, I would say third map's very likely. But there's still a lot of work to be done.
There's a lot of work to be done. You're right. I think the pistol round is going to be critical here to kind of see where this is going. But 19 kills in 12 rounds. We'll take that all day if we're on the wildcard side.
At least, like, you're believing at this point, right?
Yeah.
You're feeling like we can actually do something with this.
I'm really happy for them. It was a bit rough. Like, all we could do on Nuke was just kind of enjoy FOKUS playing well on that map, and that's what we did. But for this one, it's a little bit more exciting. There's something more to fight for. And like I pointed out, FOKUS, they actually win more of their rounds on the T side on this map. So now they're switching essentially to their weaker side FOKUS. It's a map they play quite a bit, in fact. They've played it 9 times the last 3 months. 206 rounds of Inferno is what they've clocked in so far.
Wow.
That's something.
Well, here we go then. The all-important pistol, and it's going to be something quick here from both teams. Aggressive, of course.
My God.
Opening kill from Banjo.
Or they could circumvent.
Everyone's in towards the apartment. That's crazy work with the dualies. Right now, you're just thinking, right, this is good. This bomb planted. They've gone aggressive. Let's see if the bomb site's open towards A. It's actually completely locked down. It will be FOKUS to pick up a very convincing pistol round there. Nice idea, trying to go for the full apartments rush, I assume, but with the aggression of the CTs, shuts down their intentions, and that's a big, big round to pick up, especially with no plant coming through Anders. I would not recommend a force buy here. You've already got a nice collection of rounds to work with. I don't think you have to force and try and win this one. Stay on the Glocks, buy up into the next, and try and shut down the little guns, because you know there's going to be MP9s here. Famous. You bring out the AKs in the next, that's where you have the best chance of winning.
I think that's reasonable. And that's pretty much what they're doing here. FOKUS happy to be a bit aggressive at the start. Guess another stat to bring up here, Henry.
Oh, I like Anders' stats.
Do you like some stats?
Yeah.
Said FOKUS had about close to a 50% win rate when they lose the opening fight on the T side.
Okay.
But Wildcard, that win rate when they lose the opening fight is about 25%.
So it's not as good.
No, so they lose. They lose 3 and 4 rounds where they lose a player early on. That's tough on the T side because think about what Banana is. Like, that's where you go to send on Ts to die early.
Well, they probably won't be winning this round after losing the first player.
True.
It's going to be that eco on the T side. Objective for FOKUS, keep it as clean as possible. Ideally, 5 alive. At most, 1 going down is okay. Towards the apartments we go again. This area's had a lot of action this map so far. Don't need to go overcommit, Mateus. Keep it calm, keep it chill, and there it is. 5 alive. And now this is where things get interesting. The full eco will lead us to AKs in the next. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a timeout here. It's a very important round, especially for Wildcard. And you're up against, like we said, 2 MP9s or 2 SMGs. There's an MP9 and an MP7. Banjo on the Famous. You've got the advantage with the firepower, but you do need grenades, so can't get AKs across the board here. A couple of Galils will be required on a map like Inferno. Oh, I say a couple, 3 Galils, so not as potent, but as suggests they're going to be going for something quite slow and tactical here, trying to execute onto a bomb site rather than brute force their way in.
Yeah, because of how they got here as well, FOKUS have helmets on everybody. It's not one of those rounds where the CTs are lacking that.
Yep, good point. So the Galil's not as deadly.
No, but I guess just to add to what you were saying, it does show their emphasis on the grenades for Wildcard. They really needed that. So I appreciate it.
Let's move down towards Arch. Retake utility being set up here for FOKUS. When I say retake utility, it enables you to look towards top of Banana, exactly like Volt is doing, just because he has that lesser weapon. Trying to get up close and personal, lock them out as long as possible. Oh, this grenade could do a lot of damage. If he times it well. Not quite. Lands in the middle of all of them. Does damage to none.
That's the only place you could have landed.
Yeah, right. It's unfortunate.
Okay, smoke up. They're going to come right through anyway. Volt here under some pressure. He'll get traded out. CTR, though, very accurate.
Done pretty well.
He goes down afterwards, but nicely done. They'll still find MHL on the other side.
Yeah, that luck doesn't do too much for you if everyone gets mowed down. And they're still comfortable on the CT side towards Banana. Great patience, great read, very common. There'll be 1 player lurking around Boiler towards middle, going for that backstab, and you kind of have to activate when 3 deaths coming in your team. And yeah, the round falls apart. It comes into a 1-round game. That was the very important one. We call that a bonus round for a reason. If you win that round, you get a huge injection of cash. You recover their rifles. In this case, it's 2 AK-47s and a Galil. And now you have rifles across the board, and they have to take a partial buy. That's why it's called the bonus round. And Anders, that is a term I came up with 10 years ago.
You know, you stole that. I was going to bring it up. I was going to say it. I was just about to say it.
So we were talking about name plating and Chad. Yes. That's Chad's thing. Bonus round is 100% my thing.
There are some terms like that I think are very important, right? Because they just convey a lot.
Yeah.
One of my favorite terms as well is an old one. It's brought in by Jordan Nothing Gilbert.
Okay.
It's the idea of peeking a corner with intention.
Yeah, okay.
The difference between that and just kind of, I'll take a look in that direction, or I'm committed to this fight. I think it's a very important term.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Let's see what the intention is here for Wildcard. As we mentioned, the apartments normally... very common approach in these sort of rounds. You want to keep it up close and personal with these Tech 9s. Some basic utility. Brute force your way in. Power in numbers. And unfortunately, it's Banjo who's looking very sharp today. And they've got great crossfires. No one's over-peaking. They're getting the information, getting a kill, and then ducking and weaving. Playing for their life. And the timing for the smokes will elude them. But still, there's protocols in place. Yeah, it's really nice little sequence there. And all of a sudden, that big lead that Wildcard found has dissipated.
It has.
Bolt's loving it.
He is cracked right now, Mateos. I don't know what he's doing, but he's just spinning all over the bomb site with that round. It's a nice attempt at the walkthrough. I like it.
8-8 from 8-4. Now, you really do need to lock in if you're going to have a standard chance here.
Yeah. I think Richard was saying on the desk that Blair was going to be peeping, I think was the term deployed. He's at 3 and 11 right now.
Okay. Not his best work.
Definitely not his best work.
If you're not aware as well, we're in the Swiss system here. This is the 1-1 game.
Yes.
So you're not eliminated. You're not going through. It's not the end of the world if you get this one up. It's certainly not ideal. Neither is that. Once again, FOKUS just looking like the better team overall. That was an opportunity. There's a second kill available here, but Banjo, my God. Playing them like a fiddle, Anders.
Yeah, he is. He could do it all. Many instruments all at once.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it seems like. I like it. It's good. It's great work, Henry, honestly.
Thank you very much.
But yeah.
Yeah, this might be done. Like we said, I've said it throughout. Even when they were 4-1 up Wildcard, I was saying FOKUS was still playing the better CS. It was just the clutches and the millisecond defusers coming through.
Also, look at the timeline here, right? In the beginning of the first half, we had so many defusers, which means many bomb plants. Here it's all, like, no, not a single bomb plant.
Very good point. Very different story.
And it adds up, right? You're missing the extra money. You're not doing the same kind of damage. FOKUS are going to be disgustingly rich. They already are. Volts just shutting it down. Shut it down.
Volt's always been a very safe pair of hands.
I don't know why he was so overlooked. I really enjoy him as a player. Like after Gamer Legion, what happened?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but this is a great project. I've again never spectated a FOKUS game before, and I'm impressed. Like you can tell that they've been working hard.
Yep.
Like a small budget, and the players they have, not necessarily household names, but this is looking very cool. Like I'm enjoying this.
A lot of teams this season at Counter-Strike has really proven that sometimes those small budgets, you can go really far with them.
Absolutely true.
Shout out the PVISION.
Yeah. And I think that's going to be the meta going forward now. I think the FaZe collapse is going to open up a new chapter in Counter-Strike, realizing that these huge salaried players and veterans and experience isn't necessarily going to win you, or win you trophies, necessarily even get you out of group stages.
It's true. I think Astralis is another, maybe slightly bigger budget, but still not compared to what it was.
True.
Bomb is planted. What a great turnaround. Wildcard. I'm really impressed. They found the kill that they needed. It was a bit awkward because they were bumping into each other in the smoke, but CTR went down. Now the bomb is going to be planted. This is nEMANHA here, holding the church. Very good work. And they're going to get Jorko as well. Banjo, how much could you do? He's got the AK. If they give him the fights, this is where you want to see discipline. Don't give him the fights. It's not worth it.
Well, this is the round they entered with pistols, and they've actually got away with this one. They lost the first frag as well. So one of those 4 and 5 rounds they actually get away with. Does everyone go down, though? That's what Banjo is trying to work out. So it makes it costly for them. They don't get out with a lot, but still the finances will be absolutely fine. Hex will save the AWP as well. as we take a tactical timeout. I'm sure it's called by FOKUS here to try and slow down that momentum before it even gets going.
Yes.
9-9. So a bit of a lifeline here for Wildcard. Keeping their head above water.
There's a B stream, Henry. That's happening. We got wonderful colleagues. We've got Chad and Alex.
They're doing the morning shift with us. Yeah. Yep. What's going on the B stream right now?
Well, I was just about to say we've got Legacy MIBR playing over there. They're on the second map.
Brazilian derby.
The Brazilian derby.
Although MIBR now with 2 Europeans now as well, I believe.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're trying to do the Furia, but it's not really going as well. They had Kicker in that roster, and he lasted about 2 months.
It slightly is the Temu Fury.
Yes,
in some sense.
I think they were trying to replicate that, and I think it's by necessity. I think the Brazilian scene is so broken with the contract and buyouts and stuff. Like, it's not even worth trying to build a Brazilian team right now.
Which is such a shame, because they've got a plethora of great players. They're just all on different weird teams.
But yeah, it is a good way of putting the team.
But they've won against Legacy in the first map.
Okay,
Inferno.
That's massive. Legacy are very good right now.
That's a surprise.
Yeah, all right. Good update, Anders. Enjoyed that.
Working a bit of overtime, keeping up with both games at the same time.
Very important round. Cannot stress this enough. Wildcard have yet to win a gun round. They are down 5-1 in this second half. They won with the Tech 9s towards B after going down to a 5-4. Great work. Nice to bring it back to a even keel. But yeah, can't stress enough the FOKUS are playing much better Team CS right now. Good flashbang. Gets Joker off the Ango, and it's going to be now banana control gifted over.
Keeping is here. Mateos might not realize that Rek is already at that first corner. In fact, if Rek realizes that that smoke goes there, there is an opportunity for him to move. It's a risk, no doubt. Ooh.
Not a great smoke, not the end of the world.
Would love to have seen Rek take the opportunity, but now Mateos is back inside of the smoke with him. It's become very intimate here in the middle. Spray down is amazing. Mateos doing all the work. Rek is already, he's walked through on the other side. He's picking up the AK. He's found a third kill. 19-3 at the moment. He's 4 away from catching Hexed.
A sick play there, punishing that, like I said, pretty shit smoke, let's be honest. And that's the problem with it. It's not deep enough to allow you to get so close to them. No one can really watch it, and gets himself a plethora of kills on the other side. That is no good from Wildcard, I'm afraid. You can see, like, when he comes out of smoke, how close. He's basically top of middle when he comes out of the smoke. That's why it's no good. It's that deep, or that shallow, I should say. Gives him grounds to actually go for that sort of maneuver. And there we have it. MHL will have the AWP. Gonna have to be a hero here. The only round they've picked up is with these Tech 9s, and it's another 5-on-4, but bear in mind they won the 5-on-4 previously with the lesser weapons, so maybe they can replicate that again.
Mateos, a Croatian player.
Yep.
I think adding to the story of kind of like a rebirth of what I would say broadly Balkan Counter-Strike.
Sure.
It's become so much better. Like, I think in 25 it was already happening. Like, if people were paying attention, they could have seen it coming. But going into this year, like, there are a lot more interesting players coming out of the region. Again, a lot of them end up playing in these teams where maybe you don't see them at the bigger tournament, so they go under the radar a bit. But there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, well, nEMANHA, he's from Serbia as well, right?
True.
So yeah,
yes.
Good point.
Yeah, they're really putting something together. I mean, it's always obviously, I guess, Nico has been the inspiration for like 5 generations of Counter-Strike players, and for good reason, I think. But yeah, they're actually putting together really good talent.
A chance here, I suppose. Chance being the operative word, not a good one. You have to play in front of that smoke. We've got the orb. You're really going to push through. Oh my God, what a maneuver that is.
Why the hell not? You have to try, right? There's no other way.
They can get a bomb planted here. Like, with the orb up, the round's still not necessarily over. There we go.
Actually done. A second kill would have been a bit of a godsend, but unfortunately it doesn't happen. Rek goes down, and nEMANHA is so low that he just has to...
There is still a world they win this.
Okay, well, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. You got Peeping. He needs to do some action here with the Tech 9, obviously. He's in yellow. And nEMANHA, I think he'd love to fall back, but he has to kind of stick around and help Peeping out just a bit. And unfortunately, Banjo walking in at the perfect time. That was the moment.
Yeah.
It's a shame because this might be one of the few opportunities they have here to stop FOKUS.
You hear that in the background? I think it was Cuban just saying that, yeah, let's go. Let's take our time. Let's not rush these retakes.
Okay.
Let's make sure, like, even though it's a 4-on-2, we make sure until we're ready to pincer, we're ready to come in at all angles, drop our flashbangs, make them uncomfortable, take them off their angles, then we strike. Sure, like the bomb's ticking at some pace there, but a professional team holds it together and they don't panic. And FOKUS, yeah, recovering this 8-4 deficit. Only giving up 1 round, and that was to Tech9s. So, again, FOKUS looked like a well-drilled team. I would like to see them go to the playoffs here.
Yeah.
You've convinced me.
Okay, we're getting more people on board. I'm happy with that. I think they deserve it, though. Credit goes to the team because they're playing super well right now. And they do, to the extent that people are being, you know, more excited, people are starting to wake up. I think it's well deserved. Volts will be taking down Peeping. He's trying to be ahead of that smoke that they've thrown down.
Peeping's 3-16 right now.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal at all. But we do pull one back. The Joker goes down.
I guess, again, I think the desk was saying, I think his roles have been essentially completely revamped for this team. And they've had so few maps together that maybe he's just feeling very out of his depth.
These are the library and arch smokes you throw from the bottom and middle.
Nice. Cinematic view. Good smokes to know. And that isolates Banjo over here.
But he has been very comfortable.
Yes.
On this side of the map, I will say.
If he gets a double, they probably go for the retake. If he dies, you gotta wonder if they want to risk it.
He probably gets the double, though. The way he's been playing right now.
Very well.
Oh, there it is. Okay, that's round over. You can't go for it. So there it is. We're going to go 10 rounds on the board. As they said, though, they're going to take their time. It's a bit of a gamble stack. So it's 10 rounds on the board for Wildcard. Good recovery. Lost that first pick again, but the AWP came through. MHL brought them back to around 4 and 4. They stack B, hoping Banjo could find that double, but unable to hold on.
That's really good. Good mid-rounding. Isolating that fight against Banjo with the smokes, which they, I think, thought were a bit of a fake to go for a B-pop. But it wasn't. Yeah, they're going to be...
What are your thoughts on Bait versus 3D Max? That's our next game here on the A stream.
I mean, if this was last year, I would have said 3D Max...
All day long.
All day long. But now... I think Bait are going to win that game.
I think 3D Max have a bit of an identity crisis right now.
They do.
They've changed the in-game leader multiple times. They've got rid of Body, who felt like the vibes guy, felt like the guy who was kind of holding the team together. Bringing an old face of Misuta, and sure, we're going to say the thing. They need more time, but they're just looking very weak right now.
If you're a student of history, Henry, you would know you can only keep a French team together for so long before things go off the rails.
Okay.
Just doesn't work.
This is new information. All right.
There's always some kind of mutiny. There's always some crazy stuff that happens. Every French
very passionate people, I believe.
Yes, that's true.
And we're rushing middle. This is some passion to it as well. Let's go.
I like it. Mateo's going to be put to the test here. The two best players right now for FOKUS. They're on the right position, but the backup needs to be there. Slowly, Volts is starting to get a bit closer. He's wallbanged him in the pit. He doesn't get the kill for it, but that takes away all the attention. I've never seen anything like it. That's just so crazy. Why would you do that? I guess he's got his teammates on the other side, so no one's going to shut him down from library. Like, he just feels like that's a safe thing to try and engage in.
Well, Wildcard are on their feet.
I love it.
One of the first real convincing gun rounds they've had here. Changing things up, thick and fast, round towards that arch side, pincering the bomb side from the apartments as well.
I'll tell you another reason why I think Bait have what it takes. Just from what I've seen, NPL is playing like a man possessed so far in some of these games.
Sure.
Like, even when he has a slow start, I feel like he's determined not to lose to any team right now. So I've got some faith in him. I think they're going to win, but I think it'll be an interesting game.
I hope so. Yeah, I've definitely got Bait taking that one as well. But 3D Max, yeah, definitely a lot to prove, considering how highly regarded they were last year especially.
Yes.
And that's another 1-1 game that'll be coming up. Similar to this one, if you're just joining us here at PGL Bucharest 2026.
so shocked that this is a tied game in 11-11. In my mind, I thought this was actually going to be worse than Nuke.
Sure.
For Wildcard, which obviously it was hard to get much worse, but they definitely have played way above that level. Grenades landing at the top here, decimating FOKUS. Look at the damage. CTR and Volt at 11 and 16 health. So they have to pack up all their gear and escape that top of banana position.
At least I suppose it's unconfirmed damage.
Yeah.
So you can't necessarily let's go B. We've done over
That's true.
180 damage right now. Let's get in there. Yeah, so I think this is the good call. Bring the AWP over, set up the turrets, and maybe stack the A bombs at this time.
And that's exactly what they're doing. Joko, he's got no grenades either, so he keep flashbang, sure, but he can't really throw an incendiary to keep them back. Re-peaks
Really nice
one
play.
at a time. I guess they don't know how many people are here, so they don't feel comfortable just rushing it, but the fact that they're walking in like this is very scary.
Good
MHL,
response.
he does get one, but Hex dies on the other side. Now the question is...
Very winnable round, though, for Wildcard.
Yes, because it's a 2-on-4, but only really, strictly speaking, CTR and...
Oh, there's some util.
There we go. That's what they needed earlier.
We got some lineups. All right.
That's very cool.
He's low HP. Couldn't actually do much about the bomb going down, but definitely softens up Rek, who now will be cowering towards Banana. This kill could decide it. Bomb taking its pace already. Oh, dear. 4-on-2 into a 4-on-3.
Got one player with a little bit of health left in Banyo, and everyone else is just whistle away from dying here.
Oh, no.
Bolt's going to get the headshot. Unbelievable
Crazy.
retake. How does it happen so quickly? They just needed a bullet on either one of these players practically, and that would have been it.
I guess, like I said, unconfirmed damage. You're going for headshots, but if you just spray them in the kneecaps, both of them dead. Super unfortunate. Like I said, that 4-on-2, very winnable there, especially with that kill coming in towards Banana, and you'd think there was a double kill, but Jorky, you have to say, great work here. The fact he gets a double kill, like we said, 2 low HP rifles, we're never going to be able to hold on. Rector with this kill, and this moment here, MHL, yeah, he's got to get at least one.
The bullet, I think, threw right past, like, in between the two players.
It's so unfortunate. Now playing for overtime. Let's see if they can get it, but, oh, that's very unlucky, I suppose. Looking so promising for a glorious round there. 3 AKs now in the CT ranks.
They've really put their heart and soul into this map here, Wildcard. A lot of credit to them. Hext, obviously, he was leading the charge at the beginning, but now the rest of the team are showing up. He had 19 kills at the end of the first half, and now he's gone down here, unfortunately. Joko.
That's your star player.
That's your star player. Is a very ratty position.
Yeah.
Can't really see anything through there.
And now a 4-on-5, which famously, I think he told us, they're not great at converting.
Historically, so far, it's a very low percentage for them.
So, mid-util again. Smoke coming down towards the arch side. Trying to focus on Joko. You feel like he's going to get at least one here, though. Just kind of over the timing. Nice shot from the in-game leader. Very capable rifler, it seems, and they'll be making their way towards CT spawn. Step to ZTR to try and defend here. Nice position. Rek reads it well, though.
His crossfire placement's almost perfect there. Definitely had the opportunity. Look at this. nEMANHA has walked through. It's only because Mateo's so quick to react that he doesn't die as well, and in fact gets the kill. 3 versus 3. Bombs on the site. It's going to be planted right now. Inside of the bomb site plant here. Rek. Timing could not have been better. But they have a chance for overtime. They need 2 more kills. Volt, he wants to get rid of this position so he can actually start to retake the bomb site. As long as Rek is there, this retake is almost impossible. Oh, Mateos goes down, so now it definitely is Volt. There's just so much. Flash out. They don't have to fight him. They can just stay hidden here. Great headshot to begin with, but again, so much time is off the clock already. He's trying to run under the side. He gets one more kill. There should be no way Peeping. You just need this one. He's only got 3 so far. No more bullets, and Peeping will get his 4th and send this game to overtime.
Peeping gets his 4th kill. He goes 4-17, but God, not a comfortable way to get to overtime, but we'll take it. It's a very scrappy round. 12-12, they'll remain on the T side here. They get away with one. Lovely shot from nEMANHA, has to be said. Taking down the AWP up. Rek getting himself in towards the library. And then Peeping, yeah, he hasn't had a kill in about 12 rounds or so, but we'll take that one.
Yeah. He was up against an opponent who had just emptied his entire
Yeah, he
rifle.
had no bullets and no time to defuse the bomb, but we'll take it.
Still, it all counts, I suppose. Overtime. Again, gotta say, very cool for Wildcard to be doing this. What a great HE to blow open the smoke in front of Hex. Banyo, can he make it back? No, he cannot. That's very cool. Simple trick to blow open that mid smoke on the T side and then take the fight. Jorko, there's about 3 targets there. Didn't hit any of them.
Bomb and T spawn for now. Peeping will be responsible for that. Coordinating themselves towards second middle, but it's going to be a problem here. Hex deals with it, no worries at all. It's going to be Mateus going down. Should be the round here for Wildcard. Can't imagine a world where they give this one up. It's just one AWP they have to deal with on the A-bomb side.
Oh, you hear the scope on the other side there for sure. nEMANHA will know that there's an AWP somewhere in here. He's checked every corner, so he could probably even guess, yeah, look at how smart he is. This is just a great work from him. He doesn't know if it's gone back to Arch, but he knows that it was here. Jeez, someone slipped the net. Regardless, like you said, the round should be theirs. Jorko's walked in. I suppose if he somehow found a lineup to kill 2 in one shot, his teammates are far away.
I think he's trying to go for a ninja here somehow.
There's no way. You can't.
There's no way he's going to just get 1 kill. Yeah, he's going for it.
Oh my god. They don't deserve this, Henry. They really don't.
This could be everything.
Oh, he slipped on through. Oh, more people are exiting this way. 2 for 1. Is he going to line them up? There's the first shot. Oh!
He has a rifle there.
Yeah, that's
there's
it.
a world.
The closest player, apart from Rek, would have been Hexed in the middle. I don't think he can get there to stop the defuse. Because it's so deep in the side.
There was a world. Yeah, he definitely dodged you. He let you run right by him.
Oh.
Only play could make exciting stuff there.
He even tried for the 2 for 1 shot for just a second there. They heard the scope the first time around in the middle. They knew that he was there. They think, all right, he's probably just slipped past.
Oh, man.
Towards Arch
Can you
instead.
imagine? Only play he could make, and he went for it.
That is such a cool attempt.
Well, we got a game in our hands here.
Yeah,
Wildcard.
It's a Bulgarian player to add to,
Yeah,
we're adding to the mix.
Yeah.
Bulgaria mentioned. People are going to be excited.
Beautiful place.
It is. I was in Sofia last year.
Yeah, really nice part of the world.
Yeah. Oh, you were there too. I was
Yeah.
just remember. Sorry about that, Henry.
It's okay.
But we're moving into round number 16 here. Very standard defense. 3 at A, 2 at the top of banana here. FOKUS running into much more trouble than I had anticipated. Maybe if they had 2. Keeping still not really having a fun time whatsoever. Crashing off the wall as bolts.
Didn't really want to dismount that way. I don't think ZT are long for this world as well. Yep, spotted and will be taken care of momentarily. He gets 1, I'll be impressed.
No way he got 2!
He's actually done damage there as well. That's kind of crazy.
How does he get 2 headshots from that position?
Don't know. I have actually no idea, and that's not the play we're looking for, MHL, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Throwing the Molotov and jumping with your knife out essentially into the open. When your teammate's not even there, you didn't have to make that play, but either way, it's going to be a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Hex, though, known for his clutches, Anders. We'll give him that.
Yes, he's had quite a few in the series.
They're so far removed. Okay, now the rotations will have to come through. And, well, yeah,
Wow.
Hex probably wins this now.
He didn't even really have his crosshair in the perfect position there. He's just lightning fast. Up to 27. That's another footstep. Fortunately, Banyo was already at the corner there.
Sigh of relief.
Yeah, I think so. That's a very teachable moment, though, for Wildcard. Like, that's one of those things you're going to go over and practice later. Let's take a look at this round where we are top mid against CTR, who's on 6 health by the sandbags.
Yeah.
And we somehow don't remember the protocol to make sure that we can trade him out. Like, at a minimum, trade him out.
Yeah, some sloppy play there, unfortunately, from Wildcard. In the 2-on-2 situation, just dropping that Molotov and then jumping around the corner. Like, I couldn't even really tell you why. Like, at least have your gun out. But the fact DTR gets 2 there is unreal. That moment there, I can't tell you what he's hoping for. Maybe he assumed that there was an AWP on the other side or something, and he was going to jump past the bullet, but even then he had his knife out.
Yeah. Stuff that'll really cost you, right? We had FOKUS.
Especially when you got Hexed in tow as well. Wait for Hexed, all right? Like, let's slow it down. Let's take a breath.
Yeah, they could have done that too. Yeah, it's a mistake that could haunt them. Remember, FOKUS had that one mistake at the bottom of Banana in the regulation.
And Hex does not deserve to be on the losing team right now. 27 and 16, peeping. I hear so much about this guy. You lot mention him all the bloody time. He's 4 and 19 right now.
Right now we're blaming Dust for it.
Right. It's all I can ever hear about when he comes to a tournament. Like, watch out for peeping. So I'm trying to.
Yeah. We were taking a close look. So far, it's been, at least on this match, it's been very, very hard for him to get going. So I like to say, Henry, whenever I see a play like this, I'm always curious, can they bounce back at all? I feel like if you have a bad start, it's going to happen sometimes, but I want to see the return.
Well, we are in overtime.
Yeah.
There might not be many chances to bounce back to give this map up, and it will be 2-0.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just have 2 good rounds here, and everything's forgiven. Like, we can bring it back.
Just have 2 good rounds.
Have 2 good rounds.
All right, let's see if you can recover a 5-on-3 then.
Yeah.
Come on, peeping. That was your chance.
Yeah. Miss Flick, Jorko now on fire at the back. They just waited out and barbecue him. 3 versus 4. Bomb is there, about to be planted. MHL is pretty serviceable here. Another good flick, possibly saving his teammate, I think. And now, oh my god, he's quick. All right, MHL, that's 4 kills. 1 away from the AWP ace. We'll see if Banyo is going to give him the opportunity. Peeping, playing out the bomb site. Here's the ball. Yeah, okay, there's a headshot.
There's our boy.
Gets the last one. Wildcard pick up another round here. Important, needed.
Yeah, that was looking like a round they had no business winning whatsoever. 5-on-3, I think, at one point. Coming in with the AWP, stepping up massively, getting himself almost the ace, and there we have it, swapping over now. Wildcard have the lead. It was looking so promising. It was looking like a done deal. FOKUS, after that first map, you'd think there'd be no way they give up Inferno. Their pick, but here we are in overtime, 2-1 down, looking for the 3-0 themselves. A few more twists and turns here. Wildcard, you've got to commend them for their tenacity. This was the moment it all started to go wrong, though. Like we said, a 5-on-3. MHL stepping up. AWP, this shot, real nice.
That's what you love to see. If not for Hex, this map has already been won by FOKUS quite a while ago, I think.
Oh, for sure.
But somehow he's managed to keep them in it.
MHL's up there as well now, 23 kills,
That's
right?
That's true.
And that's a very, very important one in overtime to pick up.
Oh, Wildcard taking a page out of the FOKUS playbook here, pushing down towards middle. Flash set up from the other side, deep enough that it flashes the T-ramp. And then they got MHL clipping them in the secondary mid position. CTR, oh, he comes out swinging from the low ground. He actually gets 2, but they'd already thrown the grenade in, and he dies after the fact.
Okay, well, there's a slither of hope for Volts. Low HP. He's going to have to wait for the reaction. He has to wait for the spam to come through, see what's on the other side. Nice grenade. Oh, my days. He's on to something now, Anders. Hex, though, the master of the clutch.
Oh, he's going to push for the smoke.
Well, Volt has to position himself, into somewhere a very ratty position.
Oh, I wish he'd go by the tree. Now he's going to be found instead. He's just running and gunning Hexed. That's ridiculous. I thought he'd push and just hide by the tree position.
That's what I thought as well.
But fair enough. Wildcard.
Oh, he's giving them hell. He's just shooting bodies out there right now as well.
What a player.
That's going to be map point.
It will be. I haven't even given any thought to the 3rd map, but it is Mirage if we get there.
Oh, I think we're getting there. I think FOKUS are choking a little bit now. The aggression from Wildcard, very nice call. Pushing down towards T steps. ZTR almost saves the day here. It looked like it might be enough. Like I said, they threw the grenade, goes down after the fact. Speaking of HEs, a chance there, but what a shot from Hex. Holy moly. Yeah, it did shoot the body.
Do you know how many rounds of Mirage this Wildcard lineup has played?
I guess like 20 or something.
23.
Yeah. Because it was the first showing yesterday with nEMANHA, right?
Yeah, that's it. So not a lot of data.
No.
It'll be a real adventure for all of us.
Well, they've warmed up now. You've let them back into this series.
This is amazing to watch.
Oh, not the flash he was looking for. He got a jump, I guess.
Comedic timing with my line, though. Gotta appreciate that.
There we go.
Two opportunities. Closing it now, definitely the way to go if you're a wild card. You never know what could happen if it keeps going.
I will say, again, reiterate this. FOKUS have looked like the much better team, but the individuals really have stepped up a wildcard here.
Yeah.
Hexed, MHL, the individual sequences they've had, the clutches they've pulled off, miraculous rounds they've recovered. Not to take anything away from them. Still have to win the rounds. But, yeah, this is a frustrating loss for FOKUS if they give this round up.
They finally take care of MHL. He's been one of the big problems. Now they're pushing towards nEMANHA. Peeping is over here too. They've got a bit of a crossfire, but it's a disjointed one. Still kind of works out. They trade favorably. Rek goes
peeping
down on the other side. They know that he's here. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's got 12 bullets. Didn't reload yet. Oh, they made the way across. That's dangerous. Oh, he comes back. Jocko. Does he read it? Had a good idea. Yeah, he knew that he was going to be peeking that one.
Yeah.
And now it's Hexed. How much can you
He
ask
can't
one
win
man?
this. Yeah. This is too much.
Well, let's see.
You can't expect them to win this, lads.
I don't know. They've been putting a lot on his shoulders, and he's kind of stepped up. So try it again. He shoulder peaks that one.
Exactly where he is. He's got no util. He's smoked off. Should be a 0% chance.
Yeah, he's vandalizing the church instead. Smoke goes up, flash goes through. He's not quite there. He's hoping to maybe find one, but yeah, time is up. So I guess the AK on the CT side.
Save the AK for sure.
I wanted to believe. I wanted to be convinced. He's done so much. But yeah, you're probably right. Bit of a step too far. One chance now, wildcard, or we're in double OT.
We certainly will be. So many clutches, so many crazy rounds here in Inferno. We didn't think they'd stand a chance on the wildcard side after their map of Nuke with a completely blown out the water. Tactical timeout though for wildcard at this point. Feeling the pressure, feeling the burn on the FOKUS side here. They know they should have probably put this one to bed already, but so many rounds, so many advantageous positions given away due to the heroics of Hexed, the precision of the AWP of MHL. First to 16, wildcard 1 round away.
It's the risky position to be in is if one of those players goes down early as well, it has a big impact on the team. As long as they're alive, seems like really anything could happen. We're back now after a bit of a timeout. Let's see what we get. AWP on Jocko. MHL has got his as well. And it's an early 3-man setup, but it's very, very quickly broken apart as Rek will start to fall back. He's left a lot of his utility over there. So they can keep on throwing in nades. Super common stuff. Banyo in the middle. Big attempt to make a play. Gets absolutely nothing for it. Rek. He did some good work on Nuke. Not that it really mattered, but started to help out now too as well.
Here we go then into the 3-man stacking towards B. Man advantage for wildcard. This round would do it. They're going to be boosting up in spawn, cancelling it now. A lot of pressure to deal with, Anders. Can they step up? Can they deliver? It's going to be a couple of kills. I think they've done enough here. We might be on our way to Sunny Mirage, unless Vitesse can do something unbelievably good here. 3 versus 1, 27 kills to his name, half HP. They know exactly where he is, and the bomb is down.
Yes, on the inside, peeping, finding a triple at the end, Henry, and wildcard end up taking it, sending us on to a 3rd map.
And I'm going to just say, the only reason we're going to a 3rd map is Hexed. You know, we highlighted, we were a little bit perplexed about why he was kicked from an M80. You know, you look at the stats, he was one of the best players on that roster. He was surprised. He said he didn't see it coming.
I didn't think they could have got 10 rounds on Inferno, never mind winning in overtime. I think it's super impressive, so a lot of credit to wildcard.
Moving on to the map of Mirage, a mechanical player's dream. Players like Hex, players like MHL, and hopefully Peeping can step up here and give us a real game. FOKUS should be worried because the way they battered and bruised their opponent on their pick of Nuke, they made it look amateur. They made it look foolish.
Well, also, Wildcard did lose this map to Bait, but it was a 13-10 loss against Bait. So
Bait are very good at Mirage.
Bait, yeah, that's their map. That's their home pick, pretty much. So I think there's something to be said about this. Let's find out right now as we head into the action. It'll be FOKUS starting on the CT side, and already Wildcard looking to attack the A-bomb site. CTR has already been damaged. They find Jorko peeping with the first kill of the map, Henry.
He is off to a flyer. Very difficult retake. Those Julies not known for their range, and they've got a couple of pairs of those. Man advantage for Wildcard. Bomb already ticking at some pace here as well. Not seeing any kits in play. ZTR's low, and Wildcard are giving nothing away. But here come the CTs and the retake attempt.
Gonna go for it right now. Bullets kind of running out as well. Wreck will get a headshot in the middle of the madness. Banjo, the last one left, and he goes down. So it's Wildcard to pick up the pistol. That's the start they were hoping for. And they kept it simple, right? Nothing fancy.
Nothing too flashy there. FOKUS will have to lock in. At this stage now, will they be force buying in the second round? Time will tell. But Wildcard, a bit of momentum on their side of the server for once. I'm seeing MP7s, MP9s coming in quite late, so it's a last-second decision to force buy here. See if it's one that prevails. You can still see them juggling some guns around in spawn, but here we go. Thick and fast. It's going to be Peeping up towards short. Can he find that form? Oh, he's by himself. Bit of a shame he goes down there with almost nothing. Does 30 damage towards Mateus, I suppose. Especially
because there's nobody else on the map that could do anything about it. It's not like they were ready to jump somewhere else. Like, even if he had found 3 people for some reason in the ladder room, there was nobody else that could have jumped on the A-bomb side. Not yet.
Well, it's a little bit silly. It doesn't look great unless he finds that kill. And now executing in towards A. Still give them the advantage, Wildcard that is, but let's see if FOKUS can hold the wall from the door. It's up to MHL, long-range spray, spots 2 towards connector, that's the cue to go.
That kills, they don't have the HE. Mateus had the HE to blow open the smoke, so that means bomb's going to be planted here in relative safety. Jorko, though, he's found a kill and a follow-up. nEMANHA goes down next. I hate everything about this. It's just wreck, and he even loses. How does he get all the kills? Jorko, 3 kills with the MP9. He cleans up like it was nothing.
Quite a disappointing follow-up round there, I'm afraid, from Wildcard.
Okay, join a bit of personality. I like that. Just, we're talking about the inexperience for Wildcard of the 23 rounds, you know, with this lineup. Just to say, for FOKUS, it's about 207 rounds in the last 3 months.
Right.
There's different kind of team that we're dealing with.
Jorko having a lot of fun here. Long-range MP9 tapping away at the end there as well. And after such a successful pistol, for it to go down like that in the second round.
They actually stole an AK and a Galil, or 2 Galils. So huge conversion on the money as well.
Yep, nice injection of cash. See if Wildcard have a response. In terms of that previous round, at least got the bomb planted, so not always lost. You'll have some util, bit of firepower. The MHL scout, 2 players making their way towards the underpass right now. It's nEMANHA and Wreck. nEMANHA, in-game leader, but always seems to have the hero rifle him. Fair enough, he seems very capable in terms of the fragging department. Not a criticism, more of an observation.
Yeah, going off of Inferno, you'd love to have seen Hex play with it.
That is also fair.
But yeah, I don't think you're wrong, though. He's been pretty sharp with some of these shots. Some good incendiary, and they push him behind it. Couldn't really be any better. They're cleaning up everything in the middle. CTR. He was a menace on the A-bomb side of Nuke.
Oh, absolutely.
They just couldn't really shut him down. And now a triple in this one, Hex. Any damage will count. Take away some more weapons here to build something for later. That's not going to happen. Single casualty on the side of FOKUS in this one. And they're more fired up now.
Well, after losing the pistol, this is looking very promising here. FOKUS will be going up 3-1. Nothing you can really do with round number 4 here. Wildcard will have to make do with the Glocks. Normally these sort of rounds we talk about, you just slow things right down, try and bleed out util on the CT side, try and get a bomb plant if possible, but all of that, very unlikely. One of these gimme rounds.
He's taking the bomb in the palace. It is a palace this time. And
It is a palace this time, you're right.
I was going to say, you know, one man's apartment's another man's palace. That
True.
Kind of, you know,
True.
it's all relative like that. But yeah, they want to make the jump out.
It's not bad flash. There's the bomb attempt.
Yeah. I don't know what else they're supposed to do.
No, exactly. We kind of outlined that. That's all you can really try. Set up the human shield around the planter.
Yeah, could have worked. Definitely could have worked. But it's a fairly quick round. We appreciate that. Don't want to be wasting our time with that stuff. We want the rifles back out. We're going to get those. Let's see if Wildcard can find a way to shock like they did on map number 2. CTR's working on a bit of a scoreline, 7-1. Still early days. Wreck in the middle, ignoring the flashes. Just wanted to see if he could find someone early on while the smoke was still going up. Oh, counter flash comes out. X can't see a thing. But they traded back very well. MHL and nEMANHA, a kill each. Bomb now on the bomb side, in fact. That's so fast. The pace in this round is mad, maybe too quick. Because that's the problem. Like there were two people in the middle.
Where's everyone else?
Yeah, they're not even close to it. Somehow we got the bomb planted anyway. But now smoke is up. Oh no!
Well, that's round. The bomb will be defused, and yeah, a little bit too crazy there. It was nice to get all that space. Yeah, they don't even know where the last player is. MHL so far removed from it. That's a messy one. It was cool to find the A bomb side, I suppose, but you had no real cover towards CT spawn, and 2 players get mowed down. Where are the other 2?
I guess in a normal round, what would happen is the other 2 people in middle would be pushing connector, so they'd be reinforcing the plant pretty quickly. But they were falling back as this is happening, and they're falling back through T spawn. They're so far away. What a grenade as well.
Well, bomb was planted, lost bonus accumulating. Still a chance here. Those hero rifles in the hands of MHL and nEMANHA. MHL saving his, of course. Sendry top and middle. Have to utilize the smoke to extinguish the flames. Minimal nade damage, but that's max.
Not a great amount of fun to start the round like that. Down to 29. We'll see if he could find some kind of a lurk position. I think they might just leave him at top mid and kind of hope that no one, you know, remembers. Okay, he is actually going to be falling back with the rest of the team. They're pushing B hallways, Henry.
Yeah, Jorko with the AWP leading the way.
They find nobody.
And that enables them to peel off and stack the bomb site. And as they're doing that, that's when they drop the incendiary to buy some time.
Yeah, that's very nice. A lot of damage though. CTR practically
got some space
dead.
here, a lot of space.
Yeah, they can put the bomb down. There's a flank coming in from Banyo eventually as well. Grenade, that's huge on top. Mateos has another one. CTR, he goes down, but he was always going to die. Volt gets a kill in the meantime. They're still battling it out. The bomb is planted here. nEMANHA through the smoke. He's found Volt. And now that AWP is a very crazy call for Jorko to try and go for that one. 1 versus 2. Banyo. Can he find them? They've got the perfect crossfire here. I don't think he could break it open. No matter what he does, he's going to expose his back to somebody. Rek will be the one to take him down, and good work for Wildcard.
Wildcard are back.
They're doing it again.
4-2, not letting this one get out of hand. A bomb site cracked open this time.
Just so I'm sure I'm understanding it correctly, Henry. The incendiary they throw on the A ramp, that's based off the timing in the B hallways?
Sure, exactly.
Okay.
So they know they've got the information. Okay, they're definitely going to an A side attack. We need to kind of bolster the defense. So we drop the incendiary, try and buy ourselves that extra 5 seconds to rotate over. But obviously still weren't there in time. Overwhelmed, they got so much space in towards the A side. That was the idea. Whether it actually worked out is another kind of thing altogether.
Just the fact that we could see the communication, I think is kind of
exactly.
cool, you know? Don't always get a chance. We can't obviously listen in all the time.
For that information and utilizing the information, drop the incendiary and hope you can get back in time. But for now, they have the man advantage on the CT side. FOKUS will open things up. Nice little shot there from short. Mateus will find the open up. And they've got a 5-on-4 scenario. It's going to be Jorko. It's going to be Coming. They're up towards short.
Yeah.
In the ladder room, peeping. Thinks he's there undetected, but he's certainly not.
Quick reaction it was from Jorko, or from Mateus as well at the start. I don't think he was aiming in the right position, but he just flicked on over with the M4. Yeah, you're right. They know. So they've got the read. He gets the shot anyway, but MHL, important return. If they want a chance here, Wildcard, they have to get onto the site and get at least one good entry. Otherwise, this is going to be shut down rather quickly. Mateus in an unreadable position. I don't think you're ever going to expect that once you're already this deep on the site. They're looking for Volt at the back. He's going to come out of the market and find the kill. MHL, he's thrown away the AWP, picked it up for an AK instead, but CTR will be there to shut it down. So the victory is short-lived for Wildcard. They would love to have gained more rounds and cut down the CT economy. It's not going to be the case here.
No, certainly not. Can't string anything together so far. Bear in mind, they've won the pistol, won the 5th round, and then since then, it's in one-way traffic. FOKUS locked in. Money is pretty decent for them. It's a little bit fragile. Haven't exactly established their economy as of yet, but getting to round number 8 here, we'll have a look at the wildcard situation. They will be buying into the following round here. 1-1 game here at PGL Bucharest. Go down to that scary 1-2 bracket if you give this map up.
Yes, that's a potential, isn't it? I think for Wildcard, sort of expect them to go there, FOKUS. I feel like they could defeat stronger teams than this, but again, I mean, I'm blown away by Wildcard winning that second map. Just didn't anticipate it. Happy to say I underestimated them. It's a good time to be wrong.
2 players towards Palace. Volts getting ahead of himself. nEMANHA there to punish.
Okay, they're going to walk out with no warning here. Not checking the corner either. Oof. They don't want to throw the flashes because they wanted to be super secret about it, which I think is a really cool idea. They're still in a good position, 4 versus 3. They're in the middle with the bomb, and they know that there's at least one player by CT's bomb because he just threw an incendiary towards the apartments. CTR sneaking in front of it now, peeping, ready for it. Jorko is dead every single time. Peeping was working on a 1-7 from getting that opening kill of the pistol, by the way. He's up to 2 now.
He has had a rough one.
Yeah.
This series. Can they convert this round, though, off that kill, off that nice read of the B apartments push? They'll make their way back to the aforementioned B. Peeping with the bomb on his back. Time running a little bit low, but looks like we'll be going towards the underpass, back in towards A.
Oh, this is the perfect call. They've dodged everything. CTR, he's in T-spawn. He thinks he's flanking a B push, but he's not.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Oh, footsteps. Okay.
No, I don't think he was heard. So there's a kill here for CTR.
Not peeping. Okay, no. It's MHL that's in there.
Yeah, won't be going for this one. 3B.
3 AWP.
See if we get a couple.
Is he going to knife him? He absolutely will. That's making it personal, isn't it?
Well, gives him an extra $1,500.
Yeah, now...
Jump scare for him.
Just saving for the rest of it. So, veteran professional like yourself, Henry, from back in the day, of Four Kings legend.
Oh, yeah, go on.
What would you do in peeping situation? Like, you're having a game like this.
Oh,
it's going to happen in your career at some point, right?
So, of course, yeah, happens to even the top tier players.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you're just making sure you're not sulking. You're not bringing the vibes down. You're not going quiet. You're calming, you're bringing ideas to the table. You know you're not fragging well. You're playing for your one and done positions. You're trying to just bring, you're going in as a cannon fodder. When we're going in on the pistols, I'll leap in first, guys. You're dropping guns when we need to. You're dropping the hero AK.
Okay.
So you're trying to be a resource for your team.
As you can.
You try and keep your mental strong. If you start like just getting depressed and like quiet, that's the absolute worst
You're
thing
on
you
the
can do.
chopping block for the transfer much sooner than you want to be.
So yeah, these games happen, and we're not judging his whole career based on this one series, of course.
Not.
So yes, to answer your question, those are the things you can do.
Yeah.
Making sure that you're still contributing in other ways, and yeah, being a nuisance and not like being foolish and going for picks and trying to play for your stats. holding the extremities, making sure that you're getting good information, like he was watching that B apartment push. Those sort of plays.
Okay.
Not going for the crazy shots or the big confidence kills. You're just holding and staying alive, more importantly.
I like that. That's a good summary. Contributing some sort of value, even if it's not going to be on the scoreboard.
You just have to accept it. Like, you're not playing your A game, your B game. I wouldn't say this is even a C game. Like, this is as bad as it gets probably for Peeping, and he knows it. And yeah, you just got to keep your head in the game.
Right now, he's looking to see if he can pave the way for the team, looking to see if they can enter onto the A-bomb side. He's in front of the pack right now. Getting close. nEMANHA will find that opening. A sick shot across the bomb site. Smoke wall is up. MHL will burn alive somewhere in the back. I'm not sure how, but they've taken over CT spawn as well. That's actually pretty good work. Speaking of Peeping, he's the one that's kind of leading it here. Molotov is down, so he's keeping the CTs back. It's uncomfortable. They have to use flashes to even get to the corner here, which they almost do. Peeping is not quite going to get the shot, but Rek will. AWP. And they keep on going. Volt to go down next. 2 versus 2. Flank is coming in. It's a free kill for CTR, and now they want to see if they can get this on. Oh! The kid pick up at the moment. What a headshot from Rek. I think he's bought enough time here. Dancing around. Didn't even need the time. He needed the headshot. A quad kill for Rek.
The individuals have been shining bright here. They haven't played the best team CS necessarily, but in terms of their individual skill, you really can't poke holes in it whatsoever. That was a beautiful little 2v1 there coming in from Rek. Goes 5-4. Thankfully, ZTR getting that knife earlier. They do have some residual cash going forward. 1-round game here, and it's wide open. Good showing here on the T side so far. It's going to be FOKUS to call a tactical timeout, adjust their funds, work out what they can do. They definitely can justify a couple of investments here, but what a shot from nEMANHA. The in-game lead, you can see why they give him that hero rifle sometimes. Yeah, very confident. Good crosshair placement. Volt fighting back admirably, but fantastic clutch here overall from Rek. Disappointing finish. Yeah, you can see the frustration coming through.
Yeah, because once they had the CTR backstab, they felt like they had the round. That was it.
So what are the concessions they had to make here? So they still get 4 rifles. It's going to be Jorko on the Deagle instead. So looks like it would be a bit of aggression here for the CTs. Try and find an opening advantage if possible. Target has been chosen towards the underpass. Great reaction though, MHL. I didn't think he had any business hitting that shot. I think he was watching the B apartments. We're going to have to see that flick on the replay if possible. That was crazy work.
That is a hard one to hit. Peeping. Let's see. All we're asking is a couple of rounds. There's the headshot to bring down Volts. And he knows.
Stay alive now.
He knows CTR is in connector.
Yeah. It's a huge round. If he can just stay alive, he's got his 1 kill.
Yeah.
Maintain the advantage. Patrol middle, make sure they can't backstab. You've done enough here. Could be boosting up in towards window.
CT actually read that somehow. I think he thought they were already there. Now they're bumping into each other. Oh.
Having a cuddle. ZTR knows it.
Yeah, I think he does. Rex walked through. He's now in the market, but yeah, the information's there. That's such great communication here for FOKUS. See if they can win the round behind it. Almost shooting him in the back here. Rek, does he even realize that there's someone running up? I don't think he does, yeah. He's going to die as a result. 3 versus 3, but they've made a late round call.
Very good call there. You spotted one in towards B at least, and you know he's got killed by ZTR backstabbing you. So you got to take an educated guess. The A-bomb side is open here, and they are absolutely right. Advantage wildcard. Difficult retake. I'm not seeing any kits in play right now.
Yeah, they have the smoke, but a 10-second defuse, even inside of the smoke, is very hard to come by. I think the lack of kits just might be what gets them this time.
Damn, Hex.
There's Hex. Saw him on Inferno doing unbelievable work. See if he can keep it going. Banyo has found 2. Peeping now in a 1 versus 2. Don't have a kit. Oh, that's a wild shot at the end.
It's going to be close, but they've got a...
Banyo showing us why he's been talked about so much here. 10-second defuse down to the absolute wire, but you're right, Henry. They pick it up.
Oh, not a comfortable one, but FOKUS do manage to steal it away there. 1 more kill would have guaranteed the round, but Wildcard can't quite find it. Huge advantage there as well, Anders. Walking into an open A bomb site in the 3 versus 3. That's the replay I was looking for. So it was a crazy flick from the B apartments right to the face. Thank you very much, production. That's not a normal setup. Having 2 players watching underpass. He must have been watching the apartment itself. So yeah, great work from him. But unfortunately, Not enough to win that round. It is FOKUS now in full control. Penultimate round here, the first half of our third map. Second went to overtime. After the first, we thought Wildcard were done. They've kept their head above water. Weren't even supposed to be at this tournament. Trying to make a name for themselves, get some reps in, some experience. And nEMANHA, once again, the hero AK, Anders.
Yep.
He gets himself a double, justifying it now.
I think that catches them completely off guard. I don't think they were ready for that. Mateos re-peaked once he saw the Glock run boost. I think he stuck around. He wanted to keep fighting, and I think the AK surprised him a bit on that one. That's very interesting. CTR. He goes down. nEMANHA. 3 kills off of 1 AK. It's completely rocked FOKUS in this round. Hex has stolen an M4, and he'll bring down Jorko. Leaving a single player at the B bomb site. They kind of know that he's going to be over here. Bomb goes down. We often see the hero AK tried, and I think it's always fun to kind of see it brought out. Rarely did this effect. 3 kills, stealing an M4. Hex gets the 4th. Round is over and done with. Wildcard. They had no business winning this round.
Oh, absolutely not. But they've got nEMANHA to thank for it. 3 kills, the hat trick for the captain. Gets himself the quad kill.
Let's go. That's the attitude that I want, Henry. That's the kind of Counter-Strike that I feel like we grew up with.
Oh, yeah, that takes me way back to the LAN halls of 2007.
That's crazy. That's an immediate classic, an immediate legendary call.
Nice work. In-game leader, like we said, getting that quad kill. Final round. Final chance of FOKUS with no money whatsoever. Mateos will have to be the hero this time. Take a leaf out of nEMANHA's book. I don't think they can do it, though. 3 pistols, an MP9, a single M4. Wildcard have brought this half back to life. Looking to tie things up at 6-6.
So smoking up jungle from the middle there was MHL throwing this one. Volts do the best work that he can, and it's quite good. 2 MP9 kills. Soften the attack a bit, slow them down perhaps. Hexed a long spray, but he does get it done. More MP9s fighting from the window this time. Rek and Hex, they are so low on health here. So the 2v2, got to be very careful. There's a Molotov as well, so if you stand in the corner, possibility that Hex could get burned out if he's just a little bit unfortunate. Flash doesn't quite do it. See if they even want to throw it. They're not going to do it. They're just going to run onto the site, see if they get the job done. Hex with a headshot. Oh, and he gets that one onto Banjo. Wildcard. They've got some excitement around them now. They actually end up getting that last round. They tie the half at 6-6.
Well, there we have it. After getting absolutely walloped on the first map, 13-2. They looked lost on the server. They looked like they weren't going to turn up to the series whatsoever. Inferno arrives, and so does Hex. He gets them into the series at least. He finds multiple clutches. He recovers a huge deficit and finds them some unbelievable rounds. And now here we are in the third and final map, and they've actually pulled it all the way back. They were 5-2 down. And they lock in.
Yes.
nEMANHA especially with the hero AK goes supersonic with the rifle each and every time, finding those openers, breaking the money, breaking the backs of FOKUS, and now they have a real chance of taking the series here on Mirage.
That is such an unexpected development from how we got into today.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, well, that bait 3D Max game could be interesting. This first one, much less so. Just didn't seem like it
I don't think anyone was super excited for FOKUS Wildcard, but honestly, what we're seeing today, there's a lot of drama on this server, a lot of individual skill. We're getting some shit talk out there now as well.
Yeah. That's probably the best thing for me, honestly, for this game so far. I just love that drama. I can't help it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, second half is coming up. It's the final map of this series. If you're just tuning in, still early in the day. There's a lot of Counter-Strike. There's a whole B stream happening at the same time. Let's see if Wildcard can do some more here. They're on the CT side now. They do not have the defuse kit, even if they have the smoke. They've got a flashbang on nEMANHA as well. Bit of a setup over at the bomb site. They're going to smoke up the hallway there on the CT side, so they're pushing the T's back.
I don't like these sort of pistols. You really, what are you up to, lads? They like you've missed the jump twice. Maybe it all works out. Maybe it's all fine. It's a very gimmicky pistol, but it seems to be working okay, even with the fumbled boosts. All good. Still looks a bit messy, but they have got the man advantage here.
They were playing Lemmings in the middle. For anyone that's...
Anyone born in the 1980s will know that reference.
That's exactly right. Zoomers are confused. They're like, what is he talking about? Does he have dementia already? What's going on? 4 versus 5 now. They're taking on MHL, nEMANHA. Okay, that could bring them back. That's the kind of shot you need. The bomb is in connector. 30
I don't
seconds.
think they know what they're doing at this round.
I
It's been
really
a mess
don't
from
think
start
so.
to finish.
Yeah, we've been praising FOKUS for their focus, but unfortunately, this is not one of those rounds we're really excited about at CTR. I can't believe they might bring it back. Oh, Hex goes down. How did they recover the round?
I don't know.
One of the ugliest pistol rounds in a while.
Yeah, that really is. Like, Cuban, like, thinking, God, what are we up to? What was that? But you get away with it. You take it all day long. I don't like those sort of pistols at all. I don't think anyone should be running those sort of ideas.
If ever there was a person who was going to be battle-hardened by Counter-Strike, it would be Cuban.
Yeah.
He was part of that original Golden Five lineup with Lord and all the rest of them. And that Polish team, like, they would fight each other at events practically. It's not even a joke to say.
It was a different time.
They would have, you know, sort of close to fist fights eternally. It's crazy times. Much more civilized now.
Of course. He's a lovely man.
Yeah, he's you know, he's come out stronger for it on the other side, I suppose.
Yeah. But what looked to be an absolute disaster of a pistol round is converted some way, somehow, and we will take a pause. Looks to be technical here. So no chatting. Keep stum.
Would you have liked that pistol round, Henry, if they didn't mess around with the jumping, or is it just the idea in general?
The idea in general, I don't love, but the fact you fumbled it twice, then you're so locked in because like now we've made these footsteps and we've got 4 people here. We've already expended a smoke. We've got nowhere to go with it, really.
Yeah.
It's just like there's a reason none of the top teams are doing that. Like a double boost up into the window, trying to get 3 players up there. It works out. Like it's fine. It doesn't really matter. It's just like it's a gimmicky pistol round that is, unless you pull off perfectly, going to look a little bit silly. They managed to pull it off to some extent and win the round. Doesn't matter too much. We'll move on.
Well, I don't think we could credit the initial setup with them winning the round necessarily. But they did win it. Keeping, that's an important kill.
He just needs to get his 1.
Yeah.
4 and 12 right now. Having another stinker, unfortunately, but that will do, as long as he gets his 1.
Yeah. Stay in the game, wait for that round. nEMANHA is here. He's expecting that they will come back. He's trying to read the game, and honestly, he might be doing a very good job at that. They did escape the ramp. Now they're starting to see if they could get a bit closer here. Banyos on the other side. Smoke up. Yeah, he saw that. Got to buy a little bit more time. In the back, he's got MHL with a scout. They don't have any more grenades here on the site, but they are rotating over. If they get a bit closer to middle on this catwalk play, they're going to have 4 people at this bomb site. This could be a very, very good call right now for Wildcard. Checking out this top position, Hex is saying there's no one here either. And now the smokes are coming in. Okay, he's going to turn that into a flank as well. Nice little leg shot onto Jorko. Do it again. This time it's a headshot on CTR. Great impact from the scout. He gets another one on Mateos. That's outrageous. How has he done all of this?
It's all falling apart. They got away with the pistol, but the second round might elude them here. And there it is. The backstab will come through. That's a massive round to win, especially with no bomb plant going in. It is going to be 7-7. The war of attrition begins now, and we'll see what they can scrape together on the FOKUS side. That is an absolute disaster, giving that round up. You are nowhere near winning it either. So I can see they've dropped an AK-47 over to Mateus. He's currently 10-10. Tech 9s and P250s otherwise. You only get $1,400 at the bottom of the barrel loss bonus. Wildcard in a prime position now. They've got an AK within their ranks. Could be an A execution, Anders. It's a very, very common approach in these sort of rounds.
Hey, if they do it right now, like if they're fast with it, it'll only be wreck here. The rest of the Wildcard are checking middle. A lot of CT sides start like this. There's like an investigation in the middle. If they don't find anything, they probably come back to the bomb site.
So we have 2 players without Kevlar, 1 player without a helmet. So
True.
the MP9 should be able to mow through them. That's the problem.
Yeah. Especially when he's a little bit further back like this.
They've got decent space, though.
Let's see. Okay, they sacrificed Jorko. They said just find out what's on the site. Now they know. And he finds one of the few players with a helmet. Volt doesn't go down to the MP9. So now at least they're on the site. That's a start.
Nice idea not to plant default. You know that nade's coming in, he's low HP. They won't be winning this round, but okay, maybe I've spoken too soon. Should be no way they win this round.
Yeah. 3-man retake from CT Spawn with flashes and everything else. Pretty serviceable stuff. Volt back here is going to be found. Hexed starting to get warmed up. That's a scary idea. Imagine if Hexed gets himself into this game the way that he was on Inferno.
Oh, yeah. That might well be happening. He's going to be a Mirage specialist for sure. As we see them take the lead here, 8-7. FOKUS end up losing this series. I think they'll be kicking themselves. The amount of advantages and clutches that they lost in Inferno after winning 13-2. Like you said, your opponent's map pick, and you made them look like they didn't know how to even approach the map. Like, you were owning them that badly. Like, they looked lost.
They really did.
And you go on to, like, fair enough, like, it happens on Inferno, like, one player, a couple players really stepped up, but you had all the advantages. Like, you were playing better Team CS. You go on to lose this now, you're going to be so disappointed in yourselves, because, like I said, if you're the team more experience, you've been working so hard, we can see that. If it comes down to a few individuals just shutting you down, that's going to be really difficult for the mental going forward in this tournament, especially to a team that wasn't even supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Like, this is the second time they've even played Mirage with their in-game lead-up.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, this is one of those losses that if it happens, at least you, from FOKUS, you maybe even in a win now, you would say this is a serious conversation to have afterwards. Say, how did it get this far, you know? Well,
they do take down the aforementioned in-game leader.
Yeah, it's a good shot from Mateos. He's still one of the interesting players here. Hexed gets one. He's just barely going to live through that one. Now they go for it. Peeping there to back it up. A couple of headshots.
There's our boy.
That's all we needed. Sticks around for a third
Confidence frags here. Get him a third. Okay, 2 will do.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, he did get 3.
He got 3.
Okay, we'll take that.
He was assisted on the last one as well.
Okay, brilliant. That's what. Like, if Peeping wakes up now,
it's all
good lord, FOKUS are in trouble. Yeah. So, opening kill. It was FOKUS with the hero AK themselves there. Managed to go to 5-on-4, but Hexed with some fancy footwork got one in the B apartments. Just about gets away with his life. Out of the window, backup arrives in time, even with the missed orb shot, but it's Peeping that saves the day. What have you got, FOKUS? What's up next here? A splits looking very likely, the bomb on this side of the map. Actually, he's making his way back towards T-spawns. This could be some sort of fake, Anders. I think he's maybe just dropping off util.
Okay.
So we'll see what kind of plays ETR is cooking up here. Smokes down towards the jungle and steps position.
Even the more advanced version, when you get a wall falling off the top, they peek middle instead. Peeping does get the first with the AK, but he's traded out.
Yeah, so that's why I think it's all a bit of a ruse.
Yeah.
But Hex is using that intel. They drop a CT smoke deep in the apartments, and he actually goes to the push as well. He's got the AK in hand. He's feeding himself today.
Yeah. And you're hoping that there's a T on the other side hearing that. Like, you want them to hear the smoke.
Right? That's exactly, yeah. And that's beautiful from Hex.
Yeah.
Can't stress that enough. What a great play. You've got the AK in hand. You're feeling confident. You know that they've presented a pretty weak fake. They're going to have to explore their options elsewhere. You get yourself a really cheeky angle toward the B apartments. One tap headshot. Don't get greedy. Fall back. And it's a guaranteed round. nEMANHA confirms it.
A lot of cool little small details here for Wildcard in some of these moments. Jorko sneaking in. He's got the bomb.
Got the bomb, yeah. This is, I was about to say, not necessarily over, but with 3 players remaining and you haven't got some open runway for the plant, you've got another kill.
Yeah, big mistake there. They were anticipating him already running onto the site because that's pretty much what he was trying to do, but...
With Molly.
He backstep. Now looking to see if he could find anyone there. Hext is coming in from that catwalk position, and he will win that fight. Safe pair of hands right now for this team.
Got a bit messy. Couple of mistakes. Overcooked a bit in the 4 versus 1, but they got the round on the board. That's all that really matters. They are touching distance now of sending FOKUS down to the 1-2 bracket where no one wants to be. Can you give us a B stream update with that word said?
Yes, Henry, I can in fact do that. Obviously, the other is Legacy MIBR. It's on to third map now. It's very even 9-10 on that third map. So they're still battling it out over there on the old
good stuff. Brazilian derby.
Brazilian lineup, yeah.
Yeah, true. What have we got? We have partial investment and a couple. One hero rifle, a hero Galil for Jorko. Things getting desperate out there now. Full A execution. We're scraping the barrel, see what they can do with them.
Do they have the Molotov here for the firebox? No, they don't at the moment, or if they do, they haven't thrown it yet. So Rek, he can stick around, very quiet. They didn't see him coming. He gets 2 big kills. That's very nice. It's a patient play for Rek to not show himself early. There's no Molotov in his position. I think they actually had another Molotov on CTR here, but they never threw it, so they don't clear out that one. Bombs planted. I don't think it matters. Wildcard, they should be able to retake this every single time. Hext finding his 18th kill.
Look at his position. Just smoked off 4 players around him. They're coming for you, kid. Done well to get 1, but yeah, not going to be enough here.
I'm going to need a translation.
Well, I think I heard too easy at the end, but 10-second defuse comes in. 3 players survive. And FOKUS after that first map, boys. 13-2. You were dancing around him on the server. You were having fun. It was looking like such a comprehensive victory. We weren't even thinking about a third map. No. It was their opponent's pick as well, and now you're floundering. Now you're getting outclassed in the mechanical department, which is what Mirage is all about. And all you can really bring to the table are these A executions that aren't doing too much.
Maybe not to throw too much copium into the machine, but it's also impossible for FOKUS to really anti-strat anything that's going on here, right?
Yeah, there's no data.
Don't know anything about them. Nuke was the most played map for Wildcard, right? At 4, now up to 5 maps played on that one with this lineup. So maybe they had a little bit of a chance to not to say that they was all anti-stratting either, but I'm just saying that on some of these maps they just don't really know much of anything. So maybe that's something to think about too. But mostly, Hext has got 19 kills. Rek is up to 13. nEMANHA with 16. Some of the individuals here for Wildcard are really stepping up, and they're making some very smart choices as well. I do like the leadership as well from Wildcard at the moment. Hext, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Gets 2 big kills to try and shut down this A push.
And does some damage to the third as well, meaning just 1 tap headshot required. Not going to be happening, but then Sentry makes things very uncomfortable, burns away. And we've got a 2-on-1. ZTR. Captain making a lot of noise. I think he's been heard. Not the cleanest kill with nEMANHA, but we'll take it.
I'm in the fucking head! This is great. My whole morning's been rescued by this, Henry.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to make of this game coming into the studio today. I wasn't really looking forward to it. I was like, you know what? Like, you were telling me on the walk in. You were telling me FOKUS is going to be the team to watch. They're the team for the playoffs. And after the first map, I was with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I really sold it.
But now Wildcard, they're definitely the more exciting team. In terms of entertainment value.
Yes.
In terms of this sort of bullshit. They're definitely the more exciting team. Anders, we might be done here.
That can't be real. Those are 2 random headshots to the smoke.
It might not be enough, though.
It might not be enough anyway, but Rek, he's trying to make sure that it is that kind of an opening for nEMANHA. You think that's it? It's already won. They send FOKUS down into the lower brackets.
Oh!
He goes down. MHL, another good shot. He's been very good with the AWP. And now Jorko, sure he's got the bomb.
He's been in so many 3v1s. Can he convert this one?
But they already know that he's here, right? He's already thrown in the smoke.
Be careful, lads. Go together.
Hext, he doesn't respect it at all. A little bit of damage with a grenade on top now. Swings back towards the window. Hex to get the final kill. And Wildcard, a big upset, I would say, for this one. I am very impressed.
Well, yes, impressed if you're a Wildcard fan, for sure. Disappointed if you are FOKUS, and particularly their coach